hurt financially or criminally or whatever, right? Come on, I know what a man is. I know what a woman is. I know what my sexuality is. You know what your sexuality is. This is what you wanted. This is what you didn't want. You know, and so nobody should be hurt by it. It happened,
Okay,
and it's a
so let me give you a
misunderstanding.
scenario, Johnny. Let me give you a scenario. There is a younger couple at a bar. It's a straight man and a trans woman. Well, it's dark in the bar. They're both a little bit tipsy. They go out to the car, and the trans woman gives the straight guy a blowjob. He doesn't find out until later that that's actually a trans woman, a biological male. During the act, and gets mad and punches the trans woman in the face, and then gets arrested for assault. So harm was done on both sides, but the initiation of that harm was
No,
based on the
there
deception.
wasn't harm done on both sides. There was harm done on one side. Harm was done on the person who was punched in the face. If I got the blowjob and I enjoyed it, and I didn't get any harm.
Open panel.
Johnny,
I'm sorry, but that's a fact.
It's your fact, okay? And
Okay,
everybody has their own facts.
I would never
okay?
punch somebody in the face.
Well, Johnny, if I'm a regular, if I am a straight man, and I think I just entered into a heterosexual sexual situation,
Yes.
and I find out that I just entered in to a homosexual sexual situation, do I have the right to be upset?
You have the right to be upset, but you don't have the right to punch somebody in the face.
I've punched people in the face for a lot less.
Yeah, me too. I fucking believe me.
Johnny.
Trust me, I'm a Scottish man. Trust me.
Transphobe, I will give you the panel. I
Trust me.
promise, Johnny. If you don't,
It depends
Johnny,
how
I
good
need
the
you to-
blowjob was.
Johnny, I need you. Johnny, damn. Okay, so just so you guys know, this is the voice of the host. When I'm trying to hush you up, it's because I probably have something important to say or a new panelist to bring in.
Sorry.
All right, good deal. Elijah, welcome back. Would you like to share your age with the group, please?
Absolutely, I'm 19 years old.
Excellent. And to remind you, no race in the panel. We don't use the word cis, and we don't ask stupid questions. Tonight's topic is again trans status and consent. I know you discussed consent yesterday. Should a trans individual disclose before intimacy?
Absolutely.
If they do not disclose, is consent still valid?
No, it is not.
Should non-disclosure be a personal issue, a civil issue, or a criminal issue?
Guys, I hate to be off, but a blowjob is a blowjob.
It should be
Johnny, this is an
a
intro.
felony, in my opinion.
Thank you for that. All right, once again, no race. We don't use the word cis. We mute up when I'm doing intros with new panelists until I say open panel, which will be easy to do. Transphobe, you've been quiet. I know you're chewing on something there. So you go ahead and open up the floor. Please tap the screen, guys. We get some more taps. We'll get more people in here, some more conversation, and some more perspectives to learn from. Transphobe, floor is yours. Then open panel.
Okay. I would like to make the argument that if someone deceives someone else about their sex and engages in any intimacy with them, they are committing an act of FSA. And the reason I would make this argument is because you're violating people's sexual orientations. Heterosexual males have no interest in engaging in intercourse with males, even if that male has modified their body to be more feminine looking. And gay men have no interest in having females who have grown beards and taking testosterone, going into gay bathhouses and giving them fellatio. Doing that if it could happen with lesbians, it's less common, I think, because let's be real, going the other way, that trans-identified males, they don't look as good, so they're not going to fool lesbians as often. But if they did, it would also violate their sexual orientation. It's a form of sexual assault. So when you say things like a blowjob is a blowjob, no. Actually, it's not, because people who are a 0 or a 6 on the Kinsey scale have revulsion to engaging in intimacy. if you are a heterosexual, then you should be revolted to the idea of engaging in intimacy with the same sex, just as a homosexual is revolted to the idea of engaging in intimacy with the opposite sex. So if you're
Correct.
coercively, or you're using the way you look to trick people and violating their sexual orientation, then you are committing a form of sexual assault.
Holly, may I speak whenever you give me the chance, please?
Go ahead, Ace.
Well, thank you. Okay, Johnny, I'm gonna have a different argument. I was born, so you're 64, correct? You said you're
Correct.
64. I was born, okay, let's do the math. You were born in 1962, I'm assuming?
Yes.
Okay, I was born in 2001. I was born practically 40 years after you.
Yeah,
I
19
think
years
that,
after I was.
yeah, I think that I think the problem is you think that you're being progressive. You think that you're
I'm
being
not
so
progressive.
no. I've never heard a 60-something-year-old talk like you in the 2020s without thinking that they're being liberal and progressive, without thinking that they're
I'm
following
not
them.
liberal.
No. You can call yourself whoever you are. You can call yourself the person on your side in England and in the United Kingdom. You can call yourself whoever you want.
I'm not
I believe
liberal.
you-
I'm not progressive.
Okay, I understand that there were people born in the 60s who also have like a middle ground, who also think that they're advanced but in a different way, who think you're special in a different way. I get that. I 100% get that, and I respect you for that. I respect you 100%. The
I'm
one
not
thing I
so
want to say, you're still, it's not about your age, it's not about your generation, and I'm sorry I brought that up, but I'm just saying that you're not actually accepting people for who they are. It's not just fellatio. A male who's giving oral to another male, that's a homosexual thing. Somebody born 50 years after you was saying that. So please, if this is what you think this is, no, you're not being progressive. You're actually being homophobic in a different format. But you think that you're doing the new.
Yes.
You think that you're doing the new age thing. You're not. Hear it from somebody who was born in the 21st century. You need to hear this. Your family members don't agree. Your family members think you're being modern.
listening.
Your family members are probably more modern than you. Your conservative family members. I know you fight with them. Yes, I do the anecdotes, Holly. I'm sorry, Holly. I do the anecdotes. I do tend to point out the stuff. I do tend to make presumptions. I'm sorry. I know I do that, but some of the times, a lot of the time, no, I'm talking to the host right now. I'm sorry, Holly. If you want me on, I do make presumptions a lot because most of the time I'm right.
You're making a big
But
presumption.
Johnny, you think that your
He's on a
sisters are
potty
wrong.
break right now. He
Your
didn't
sisters-
hear you.
Your sisters are not wrong, Johnny.
No,
They're
I'm saying
not wrong.
you're
You are the
making
one
a
that's
big
anti-progressive.
What are you presuming I am?
I don't have to say more because I feel like everyone
What
understood
are
me
you
subconsciously.
presuming I am?
I think that you think that you're different because you're 64
No, you're
and you have these
presuming I
views.
am something I'm not.
I'm telling you. You just don't agree with it.
No, I'm telling you. You're
I know
wrong.
you asked me a question. I'm answering you.
Ace.
I'm telling you, you're wrong.
Ace.
You're presuming I am something I am not.
Now, let's give Johnny a chance to respond.
I
'cause
will. I am.
transphobe
I'm
and-
quiet now.
Hey,
I'm
hey,
quiet.
hey,
You're
hey,
presuming
hey,
I am
hey, hey.
something. Sorry,
Hey.
darling.
Thank you. We're going to give Johnny, hold up now. We're going to give Johnny a chance to respond because Transphobe and Ace both talked to Johnny. Johnny, take a deep breath. The floor's yours. We're not going to interrupt for a second.
Okay.
Go ahead and take the floor, Johnny.
Thank you. I like you. Guys, I like this one. I like this one. I don't know what you are, but I like you. Whatever sex you are, whatever you
He's a
claim to-
man. What do you mean you don't know who he is?
Just
What?
listen. Listen.
Why are you trying to be
Listen.
progressive even now?
Just
Ace.
fucking listen.
Ace. Just stay on mute. I'll take you off
You're
mute.
presuming to think you know who I am and what I'm about. You have no bloody idea.
I want to love you, but I can't because you're being
No, I
ridiculous.
don't care. I don't
care that you
if
don't
like to
care.
love me.
I love human beings regardless of how they are.
I don't really care, right? Because I don't know you, right? And then I never will, right?
All right, Johnny.
And this
So, Johnny,
life already.
the claim that you should
are
be
presuming to
responding
know
to,
me, and
Johnny,
you don't.
Johnny, the claim that you should be responding to is probably mainly transphobes, since that wasn't so personal.
not
That was about the
transphobe.
idea. No, transphobe.
You should be a transphobe. You should
I'm
be.
not.
Oh my God.
I'm
Okay,
not
Ace,
transphobic.
I can't. Ace, you can't. You gotta practice some discipline, buddy. I'll bring you
When
back
you
up in a
think
second. Listen,
transphobes,
Johnny. This
I'm
is the claim.
transphobe.
We're not going to talk about. Yes, transphobes in the top
Okay,
left corner.
okay.
What transphobe said was that this would be sexual assault based on deception. That was the
Yes,
claim
he's
that I
correct.
want you to respond to. Okay,
He is
So
correct.
get rid of the personal
agree.
stuff. You're talking about the ideas now. So go ahead and respond to that.
Yes, he was correct. Yes, it is sexual assault.
I have discipline. Stop taking me off,
I-
please.
he-
I'll mute myself.
Can you let me speak? I agree with you on that point. Yes, right, absolutely, right, and I get it and understand. I do understand about the trans and what it needs and wants in society. You know, I get that. Right?
Why are you 64? Why are you 64 believing this?
Ace.
Because,
Okay, don't take me off. Don't take me off. Don't take me off. I'll mute myself. But just stop. Stop taking me off.
Why am I 64?
No.
That's a good
Why are you
question.
64? Why are you 64? But I've never be 64. Stop believing in ridiculous bullshit. A man can't be a woman. If you want to accept gay people, go back to the 70s and 80s. Go back to the GLAD program when you were in your middle ages.
I'll try to do that. Okay.
Just accept a man can be looking like a woman, but he's not a man. Why can't you accept a man for being feminine? That is the problem with you older liberals. That you
don't
think
have a
that
problem with
think that a
at
man
all.
has to be a woman. A man doesn't have to call himself a woman.
Oh my fucking God, dude. Elijah, you've been up here for a bit, and I am sick of the bickering. So you've heard some things exchanged. Would you like to go ahead and give us some more elaboration on your point of view? And then
Yeah, I
open the panel again.
apologize. Sorry.
Yeah, of
Okay.
course. I understand what Ace is trying to say to an extent. And I wholeheartedly agree that if a heterosexual man were to be deceived by a trans woman, aka a male, a trans-identified male, and have a blowjob done, and after the fact find out that that in fact was a male and that literally harmed his heterosexuality and is quite literally a felony, should be a felony, because it's, you know, rape by deception.
Should be a felony, though.
It should be a felony
should
because
be.
that individual, that straight man, that heterosexual male,
Yeah, as a form of rape.
is-
yeah.
yeah, see? There we go, Johnny. There we go.
This is the
I
problem with the older
understand
generation.
There's at least understanding that happened right there, Johnny. I'm a straight man, right? Like if that were to happen to me, it would also mess with my mental.
And
part
sure,
of-
I do not agree that that heterosexual man should resort to violence and punch the trans-identified male in the face or
course
something.
not.
I
Of
don't
course not.
condone that.
Of course not.
However,
Never.
However, it's a situation that is pretty common. This happens all the time, a lot more than you think. And for the heterosexual
Yeah.
man to be
Actually,
thrown
I
in jail
remember
for,
a case where it
you
did
know,
happen.
physical violence, it's not fair because the first attack was that trans-identified male decepting that heterosexual man into
Yes.
performing an intimate act with him.
I'm going to.
The last case I seen was actually between a police
Johnny, you
officer-
can be attracted to trans women, but that doesn't mean that there's anything wrong with you. It's okay
was
that
a
you're a
police
gay man.
officer.
It's okay that you're a gay man. It's okay that you're gay. It's okay that you're gay.
Why are you
Ace.
so in your feelings about all this?
Because I'm
Ace.
so sick. I'm so sick of it.
Ace,
Why?
Ace,
No,
please.
no.
You are 25. You are grown. Calm
No,
down.
I am grown. That is my point. My biggest bone to pick is with transphobe, if anything, because he thinks that he is the most advanced one of all. Listen, transphobe.
Me?
No, I am sick of this because you need to accept that people are homophobic. That you're
Me?
not. You think you're cool because you're like you think you're on the right. You think that you're like the chill one. No, you're
I'm
not.
not on the right.
Because you don't believe that Johnny is a gay man. He is a gay man. He's attracted to people like us. I know, transphobe. You think you're the most feminine one of all. You're not. He is
I'm
attracted to
not.
people like us. That is a problem. But he calls himself straight. That is a problem. He calls himself attracted to trans women. That is a problem. Transphobe. You need to stop competing with other femboys. Stop competing with me. You need to be on my side. Stop competing with me. You compete with me. That is the problem.
I'm not competing
You
with
are.
you, hon.
You've done it from
lost,
the
guys.
beginning. This is why the problem
I
exists.
have no
You
idea
try
who
to
you
make yourself
are.
palatable. You try to make yourself palatable.
I have
transphobe.
no idea who you
No,
are,
you know
hon.
exactly what I'm talking about deep inside. You know what I'm talking about. Holly is different because he's a
No,
verse. He's different.
I
No,
was-
transphobe. I
Oh,
know
wow.
you. Transphobe. You know what I'm talking about.
I
You
have
know
no
deep inside.
idea who
This is
you
a bottom
are,
to no.
hon.
You know exactly what I'm talking about. This is a bottom to bottom
I
thing. You know
don't.
exactly what I'm.
I'm
No, you
sorry,
know.
I
You
don't.
know. You know transphobia. You know.
Do you
And you
know
know. You know.
anything about me, hun?
I know because I can read you. I know you're similar to me, but you're also not the same as me because I believe in
Do you-
individualism. No.
Do you know anything about me as a person, hun?
I know similarities. I can sense similarities. There are some
Okay,
similarities.
but do you know, there's probably a lot of
No, because-
similarities. I'm not saying there's not.
No,
but do
because
you know
people like
anything?
you,
No,
no.
that's-
Why are people like you we should be in a hood. We should be in a supportance of one another. And I always try to, but it's
We should be.
bottoms like you. I want to have sisters, just like how straight girls have each other. I try. I really do try. People like you, though, you still put on that masculine ass front to compete with people like me, even though you know deep
Hun.
inside we're very,
This is
we
really
have
helping
superficial.
the
Stop,
trans people.
stop.
No,
I
no,
need,
no, no,
I
no,
need
no,
to
no.
talk to him. Me and him need to have it out.
And
Holly,
you talk
please
to me
let
personally.
us
I'm not
have
gonna
it.
talk
Let's
to you
have
on
it
this
out.
live. You hit me up because I'm not.
Do
gonna
you know
it.
anything about me, though?
Listen. I'm
Do
gonna
you
leave
know
this
that
live.
you're talking to a dickless gay man?
I'm gonna leave the. Yeah.
Do you know that you're
do you know I
talking
have?
to like
do you know I
someone
have an
who's
artificial
not
vagina too?
like I
You
let
don't know any
do?
shit. You don't know shit about me. Hit me up
You
personally.
do?
If you want, yes. If you want to talk to me personally. Hit me up on my DMs. I'm leaving the live. Thank you.
Okay,
Bye.
let me
Good night,
follow
Bert.
you.
Good night.
Hmm.
I'm done. I'm for real. I'm done. Good night.
Okay.
Oh, that was fascinating.
Yeah, that's
was
a word for it.
Shocking.
Open panel.
It sounds like he's a detransitioner.
I kind of clocked that from the beginning due to the tone of voice. He still has that.
No, he could have just been a feminine gay man.
Listen, I'm transsexual myself. I can spot him out. Like,
You're what?
I'm a transsexual.
Guys, I'm sorry. As
Heterosexual, transsexual.
I was
Got
teaching
you.
and I was playing, right? I'm sorry.
Self-aware, heterosexual, transsexual, like
I'm
anatomical.
not trans,
Yep.
and I'm not gay.
Self-aware, anatomical.
I'm just not
Self-
trans.
Hold on. I'm born female, always
You
will
said-
be female.
Oh, you're female. Oh, a female, heterosexual, transsexual. Oh, interesting.
I just thought I'd come in for a
Sorry, you sounded masculine enough that I just assumed that you were a man pretending to be a woman poorly. My bad.
I get
my bad,
that a
girl.
lot. No worries. No worries.
I was like,
get that a lot.
oh, okay, so this person's trying to be a woman. You know, you
So,
are a
I
woman.
have a
Okay, we're
Other way
good.
around,
for
bucko.
Elijah.
Other way
For
around.
Elijah. So,
I like
Elijah,
that.
I was thinking today
They don't listen.
that your niche, even more than bisexual men, would be married or partnered DL men. Or not even DL men, married or partnered men, because you could, like, kind of serve as the buddy in public.
Oh, absolutely not, dude.
Yeah, I-
Absolutely not.
When somebody's speaking,
I
you
am not
actually
into a
don't listen
taken
to what
man
they're saying.
ever.
It's absolutely shocking.
Okay, well, I'm evil, so.
Did
It's
you
okay.
know that Ace was detrans, Holly, and you just didn't tell me?
I think
Does that mean that actually being trans means
I've
you're
never heard him say detrans.
psychologically
Okay.
fucked up?
I understand. I would have been kinder to start.
Is he detrans?
No, seriously, does that
From what he
mean
said,
you've actually
all
fucked
signs
up
point to yes.
individuals who need some help from a psychologist, or a psychiatrist?
We know.
You know,
We know.
before you
And
kill somebody,
detransitioners-
like Charlie Kirk, cunts.
What?
Detransitioners don't get
I'll be
proper health care,
I'll
and
be
it's
right
really
back.
it's really
I
sad.
Okay.
can't.
Okay.
No,
Okay.
I can't. I'm restreaming your live right now, hon.
You are.
Yeah, I'm restreaming you to YouTube and Twitter.
Okay, hi guys.
You're right.
Guys.
Hi. Come join the live
I'm
so I can do my
Elijah.
intro. That's the only reason I'm having the live is because I enjoy doing intros so much.
I just really like having good conversations in your lives.
You
I
know,
do.
I set up
They're good
these
lives.
prompts to be violent and to cause problems, and we end up, for the most part, having adult conversations. It makes me crazy.
Yeah, like all respect to Ace, but it's heartbreaking.
Yeah, I mean, I was agreeing with everything he said. It's just that one part where he said that he didn't want to be political because it was breaking the rules because he was making some comment about how annoying these liberal people are, and I like wanted literally like I mean I was playing a video game at first, and so I interrupted a little rudely too, and then we batted heads because that's what bottoms do, and now like well.
You're not
I
wrong.
mean,
You're not
you're
wrong.
correct.
You're not wrong.
No,
Well,
he was like, okay,
we'll
shut up,
either be
bottom.
friends or enemies eventually.
There is an individual that I
Look, I wasn't being extra masculine for Ace. I've just been like going through it lately.
I was like-
Okay.
I was
but,
like,
but how can you guys judge him the
What
same way
now,
that you
Jinx?
guys don't want to be judged?
it was just, to me, it's the immaturity. I don't know.
Well, but you're taking that from your own personal stuff, right? You're saying, "Oh, I think he's going through this because I went through my own personal thing like this."
It's the fact that detransitioner. Can I speak English? Holy.
I'm hoping.
What just happened there? It's the fact that detransitioners really don't have the resources or the community or anything to like
But he
go
never
by
said he was
ever, or
trying.
the healthcare, and it's like I
But-
stand behind
but
majority of detransitioners because
he never
they
said
need.
he was that. Why are you judging him, saying, I think he was this"? When
Well, he
never
said he had a
said that.
neo.
Yeah, he said he had a vaginal.
He said he had bottom surgery.
Yeah.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
No, he didn't. No.
Yes,
I've
he
listened to-
did. Yes, he
listened to it.
did.
How long have I been here?
Yes, he did.
Stop arguing with me. How long have
Well,
I been
clearly
here?
you weren't listening if you said he didn't say that because he did
He
right
didn't
before
say
he
that.
left.
This
Like,
is
I
the
was-
narrative
guys.
Yes,
Let's
he
get at it.
did.
This is the narrative you're creating.
Yes, he did. I'll clip it and play it to you.
Clip it
He
and play it
did.
then. Clip it and play it then.
Well, when the live ends. I'm not going to
All
post
you're
it though,
doing-
but he said
All
it.
you're doing in the meantime. All you're doing
is
creating-
showing that you weren't listening. I'm
I was
streaming
here
this
the
to
whole
YouTube
time.
and I have headphones on. I heard him. He was
I
speaking
was
to me.
here the
Oh my
whole
God. I
time.
understand you were here the whole time, which is not indicative that he didn't say it. It's indicative that you're slow and you
also the
didn't hear
person that-
it.
that, like, just
You're
You're
completely
obviously
stomped
not
on him, right?
listening. Like,
No,
I don't
you
understand how
are-
you're so old and you're so stupid, sir.
Oh, Jesus. Oh my goodness, guys.
Like, does he
Did
not
you
understand
drop
that
him?
I need a
two
smoke. I'll be
people
right
heard
back.
that?
You can let him up, but I need a smoke. I can't deal with people this low IQ.
Like, I too heard what he said. Like, Ari stated that he had, bottom surgery, and then he reciprocated, saying, I did too.
Right, which is why I looked shocked.
He didn't.
He did.
He did. Ma'am,
It's
go
two
smoke
against
your
one here,
cigarette.
Jinkster.
It's not a ma'am. A man cannot become a woman. It's not a ma'am. A man who's effeminate is not suddenly a woman, and a man who shreds his penis off is not suddenly a woman.
I agree with you on that. I don't agree with you on what happened here.
That's because
I
you
want-
weren't listening. You have two people telling you that you did not hear
I don't
what
agree
the
with either one
individual
of you.
said.
Okay.
Well, that's because
Ari,
you weren't
Ari,
listening.
Go have your smoke, Ari. Go have your smoke. Hat, welcome back,
No.
Hat. Welcome back, Hat.
Oh, thank you.
The mods you have.
Huh? Jesus, fuck.
Yeah,
All right, Hat.
right.
You know the rules of the live. Would you like to talk about the prompt, or did you want to talk about the wackadoo conversations we've been having?
I've been kind of following, but there's been kind of like a lot that's been going on. But so we can kind of start from anywhere anybody wants to start. Like if they
Okay.
want to hear, you know, I know there's. I don't think Elijah has. I don't even think any of. I think you're the only one, Holly, that has heard my opinion on this. I don't think anybody really. So maybe do you want me to go over it?
Well, you and Elijah definitely have some things in common.
Yes.
And at the same time, you have the exact opposite things in common.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
No, you don't. No, you don't. You're an FTM as well, aren't you, Hat?
Oh yes. No. Yes. That's
Oh,
true.
okay, okay.
What the heck?
Wait, really?
Yes,
Uh-huh.
yes, I'm just not transitioned. Like I'm not on testosterone and I haven't had any surgeries.
I was
I
on
have-
testosterone for 5.5 months, and it made my voice this deep.
Heck yeah, good for you.
So-
fellas.
But that was in the past. My future holds much more than this. Anyways,
But yeah.
no way.
Can you guys hear? I'm sorry, I just want to make sure. Can
It's
you
so rare to find other like trans men. Like,
I
hello,
know
what?
it is. We're not popular. I guess there's more trans women. People identify as trans women. No, you don't.
I wouldn't
think
say
so?
that. We're
No,
not really
that's not
prevalent
true.
online, but we are very. There's a lot of us out in society.
Trans-identified females aren't as aggressive socially on the internet as trans-identified males, so they're less visible, even though there's statistically more of them.
Oh, and there's one in the comments too. There's
Yeah, my
one in the
brother
comments
Zombie.
that had the surgery.
I love zombie.
Yeah, zombie. Technically, I guess you could say I'm self-ID, but I wouldn't say I am because I do have a diagnosis of gender dysphoria, and I was on puberty blockers as a minor.
So was I. What? Are we the same
Yeah,
person?
so like I know I'm not on testosterone currently, but that's because I made the conscious choice that I don't think the doctors address my trauma properly. So I don't want to get on hormones or get surgeries. If there is a possibility my trauma may have messed up my identity, because I know that is a possibility. I am pretty, self-aware, and I would say I'm conscious enough. So I wouldn't say I'm self-ID. I would say my journey with this is kind of proof that I'm trans, and at least in my perception from what I've believed. So yeah.
Yeah. So
Let's get J-Bug
yeah.
in, guys. Hi, J-Bug. You want to share your age with the group?
Yes, I'm 20. Hey, Ari.
And to remind you, no race, we don't use the word cis, we don't ask stupid questions. Tonight's topic is trans status and consent. Do you understand what consent is?
100%.
Should a trans individual disclose before intimacy?
Yes.
If they do not disclose, is consent still valid?
Absolutely not.
If they don't disclose, should that be a personal matter, a civil issue where you could sue them, or a criminal matter where they could go to jail?
Oh, criminal matter. And
Okay, so now that we have enough people on the panel to actually have this conversation, I'm gonna ask the question to you, J-Bug, but we're gonna go to open panel with it after you answer. Say there was a law passed tomorrow that was against sex deception, and you are a prosecutor, and Ari had the greatest answer earlier, so we're gonna finish up with him. But the defendant, the trans person, said it's a trans man or a trans woman and a straight guy. Trans woman says, I don't know how he couldn't tell I was a male. I have a 5 o'clock shadow. I'm 6 foot tall. I'm built like a linebacker. It's obvious that I'm a male. He had to have known. So why would I need to tell him? How would you prosecute?
Okay, as someone who has been in the medical field, I would say that I'm in a medical law field. I would say that someone's perception is not an absolute. Just by you saying that someone could have tell is not you giving a full descriptive on or disclosing something. I would say basing it off of what we know consent to be, which is categorized by 3 functions, and you not disclosing that thing would literally break the level of consent. I would then say that just because you are assuming that you being 6 foot tall or whatever the case may be does not automatically assume that you are a male, because as we know in records there are females who are born with this entire makeup. So that would be very asinine to assume that you would be a male based off of your based off your body figure when you clearly present as female or as a woman.
That was pretty much Ari's answer too. All right, so I want to pose this
Based
question.
as always, J-Bug.
I want to pose this question to the group. In this situation where a trans person is deceiving a non-trans person, the trans person is seen, the deceiver is seen as the guilty party. Now let's transfer it to a situation where a minor lies about their age. And we're not talking about a 50-year-old going after 18-year-olds. We're talking about like maybe a 19-year-old and a 15-year-old. The 15-year-old lies about their age. They're in the bar with a fake ID. But in this situation, if it goes to court, the person that was lied to is now the guilty party that has to prove themselves innocent. So how do we come to a balance in that discrepancy? How are we going to say it's okay for thee, but not for me in this situation?
I'll let
That's
somebody else
an
answer it, but I have a
shit
good
question.
for this one too.
Okay, what's up, Jinx?
That's an oh shit question. That
Yeah.
is that's multifaceted. That's okay. One, minors shouldn't be in adult spaces, I believe. And then to also introduce the trans issue into it.
No, those are separate issues. It's just
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
yeah.
Where did I get lost there?
Hey, Huggy. No, like okay, I'm saying that in one case the liar is the guilty party, in the other case the person
The other
that
is the
lied
predator.
to is the responsible party. Yes.
I see what you're saying. As far as an adult, if you transgressed on that, you would be the predator in this situation, right?
Even if you were
Even if you didn't
legitimately
know.
deceived.
I want to answer after.
Yeah. Oh no, go ahead. I was just trying to understand the question.
Okay, so in my understanding, I would say the only reason why that would be the case is because based off of United States laws, children are a protected class, especially when it comes to sexual assault, SA, and things of that nature. I also do feel like that person who was deceived, the 19-year-old, I feel like both parties should be criminalized. And the reason why I say that is because most 15-year-olds we know do look young, but there are also some who do look grown. And I would also beg to differ that we bow down on the bar and the bodyguards up front, because there's no way that some 15-year-old should be getting into a club, for one. I can give, the 19-year-old that they thought that they were of age because they were allowed inside of a club. Boom. They had a fake ID. Boom. But my thing I don't understand is, right, if you so how in the situation did they find out that they were 15 and broke up with them or continued the relationship? Like what is the context behind it?
Say they were out in their car getting a blowy and the cops pulled up and found them in the car.
Okay, they found him in the car, you get a blowy from a child. Ooh, that just sounds
Like
bad.
with a trans person.
Ooh, that
Get
just
up in the
sounds
club and want to get something going on.
I don't even know how to react to that. That's just like, oh girl, like what are you saying?
Think about the straight guy in the car, in the driver's seat, in that situation. Like, damn.
But I get the question you're posing, like, why are we criminalizing someone else for deceiving? But then in a whole different situation, the person who's deceiving is now looked at as the victim.
Mm-hmm.
Well, okay, but if you don't disclose certain things, do you invalidate like the? You're kind of taking away from yourself at that point, right? Because if you're being deceptive when this thing starts, you're taking away any type of future, aren't you?
Yeah, I'd agree. And I also want to take it a step further and say deception, like starting off any relationship or any friendship off with a lie, it's prone to end. Like it's prone to go into disaster. It's prone to just fall apart and blow up in your face.
Well, I
And
don't know if any of them were looking for a relationship. They just wanted to get the rocks off.
No, I'm just saying, just like in
They sit on the
general.
tree. Nom, 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 nom.
Like even if you're like
Under
taking
those
someone to, even if you're like taking
circumstances.
someone to the back of the building and dropping the jaws and giving the sloppy toppy 3,000 twisted up, you know, it's still gonna end up bad, right? Because let's say you're a trans woman and you met this straight guy. Y'all are messed up and whatnot. And let's say guys go to the back alley. You give him the slop, grab, twist, bop it, twist it, turn it, and and the next morning, basically now he's accusing you of raping him, or he didn't know, or now it's a bunch of legal issues that could have just been easily fixed with just a disclosure,
A
or potentially
conversation.
or potentially you could lose your life.
Absolutely, and you put yourself in. And
So
I'm
unsafe.
not. I'm not advocating violence in any way. Okay, that's not what I'm trying to say. But it's kind of opening the door for that kind of action afterwards, right?
Agreed, because I've been in a situation like that, and I've had to actually take a step back and realize that I actually have a life that I have to live. Because I was like on the verge of crashing out. Because like that's like something very, I don't know. It's to me it's as bad as like robbing me, right? Because right, it's like you have an attraction to
Because you
someone.
took something from me.
Right, you took the authenticity away, right? And now it's replaced by
Exactly.
this fairy tale, this story that you want to play. And then when I found out the truth, now it's like everything I felt was just a lie, or like now I'm just, I don't know. It's I think deceiving someone, it's a very sticky, weird situation, and anyone
It's a
who goes
slippery slope, at least.
agreed, and anyone who goes into a situation off deception literally is a disgusting, has no morals, and very male centered.
Yeah, this is why I think that, like,
I
you
would
have
agree with that.
levels of SA, and I think this falls on one of the lower ones for sure.
I agree, because if we break down what consent means, there are three components to consent, right? So the first component of consent would be basically consensual, to know exactly what you are doing. The second level of consent would be to know who you are doing with, meaning gender, sex. And the third level would be basically acknowledging who you are talking to, the location, basically being physically aware, right? And when you take away the not knowing who you are messing with, that could mean gender based, sexual based, that could mean STD based, right? Any of these things would fall under consent, right? And you must have all three of them for it to be full consent. That's like me walking up to someone and say, hey, we're talking. He knows I'm a man. We're disclosing I'm a man. I'm 20 years old. Da, 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 da. That's me disclosing who I am. I'm asking him, hey, are you sure you want to do this? You good with this? Yes, that's the second part. The third part would be we understand our boundaries and whatnot, and we understand where we're going to go from there. That's the third part. Now I have completed the full consent triangle. Well, yeah, it would be a triangle, and now we're ready to continue. Anything other than that is not consent. And I don't think a lot of people understand what consent really means.
I have two questions. Jinx, pick one or two.
I'm sorry?
I have two questions. Pick one or two.
Two.
God damn it, I can't remember what two is.
Fucker. Then do one.
Then I'll do one. Okay, so how do you counter the argument that consent is for the act and not the individual?
Because I don't see a difference between the two. Does that make sense?
To me, yeah.
So if I consent to a sexual act, and just a little off topic right here, I thought I was going to be a millionaire in college because I came up with consent forms wrapped in condoms.
Oh no.
They didn't work because most of us were drunk when we do it, and you can't consent when you're drunk.
Fair.
Okay, and so like my legal team was like, yeah, you can't do that. But I think that consent has to do with complete acknowledgement of the situation. If you go back to the 15-year-old, right? The 15-year-old that said, oh no, I'm 18. Is it still consent?
Let's just say 51 backwards just for TikTok, because they be acting weird.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I
that's
didn't
probably
mean to
safe.
use.
Yeah, that's probably safe.
I didn't mean to use unsafe terms.
No, you're fine.
No, you're
I'm the one
good,
that brought it up. I think that J-Bug is actually that's a good idea. So yeah, we'll go with that.
But you see my point, right? If I don't know, how can I consent? If I don't have all of the facts laid out right in front of me, how can I consent?
You can't.
Makes sense, right? If I'm only given half truths, do I have consent?
No, being informed is a part of consent.
And so being informed would, and this is like one of the rare times you and I are going to agree. Being completely informed is necessary for consent, in my opinion. Only my opinion.
Which is why when people aren't diagnosed properly and they're not informed properly and their consent is not valid, that we should do that debate another time, Holly. Take the consent to medical ethics another night.
I would love to be a fly on the wall for that one. Like, I have no skin in the game on that one, but I would love to understand it, because I am trying very hard as a straight guy to understand this new world that we're in.
I'm trying really hard as a gay man to understand the world we're in, where I have women on my gay dating app that have FAG written on their shirts and claiming that they're men.
Oh
Well,
my
in
God,
I think that's where we first we first understood each other, because I asked the question, can a trans woman be a lesbian? And just based off of the limited knowledge that I have, a lesbian is same-sex attracted, same way that a homosexual is same-sex attracted. That has nothing to do with gender.
Correct. Well, I mean, it does and it doesn't. I mean, it doesn't.
Okay, that's where I get confused.
Okay, so I go by the biological framework when it comes to gender, because the biological framework is quantifiable and observable. There's no way to mistake it. It's an adult human male or an adult human female. None of those terms are open to debate. We have definitions for all of them. When it comes to sociological definition of gender, there is absolutely no difference between what a man can do and a woman can do. It's not anything you can do, I can do better. It's anything you can do, I can do. A man can be feminine, a woman can be masculine. A man could stay home with the kids, a woman could go change a tire. There's nothing as far as sociological definitions. Obviously, that would be a gender abolishment, because there's no difference between a man and a woman sociologically, only biologically. And that's when you say sex isn't exactly synonymous with gender, but sex is always a part of gender. Sex is always a part of gender.
I agree. And the reason
I
why
agree
say
with
that-
everything you just said. I agree with everything you just said. It gets confusing. It gets confusing.
If it's getting confusing, they're lying to you. And that's where the deceit comes in. They say, this is a really simple concept, and I'm going to complicate the shit out of it. I'm going to mute yours, because your keyboard is like a freaking machine gun. I just muted you because you can type, babes. Just it's like a machine gun.
My bad.
But I mean, I posted that comment on the thread I saw today, and they're like, oh, well, it's really complicated because your sex you start off as a female when you're an embryo and all this other stuff. I'm like, no. You see, that's human development. And yes, human development is very complicated. Going from a single or two cells to a full human being, yeah, that's a really complicated process. But understanding what sex is, the denotion of gametes based on physical, observable, quantifiable traits such as gametes themselves, hormones, chromosomes, internal and external genitalia, and others, it's not complicated. It's a checklist. Is it here? Is it here? Is it here? Is it here? Is there enough to say male or female? It's easy. It's easy.
So
You do it. It's less difficult than going to the grocery store.
I would agree.
Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt you. I'm sorry. I just I'm curious because obviously I agree. Obviously the same sex attracted. I can definitely agree that there's that part, and there's a lot of people who do focus on that part. I do think when it comes to sexuality, it's not just about that. like when I looked, because everybody's been talking about sexuality obviously more, and obviously I know what it means, but like I wanted to look into the definition again, more recent. So when I looked it on, looked into the dictionary, and I got the definition, and it clearly showed that this is more than just being same-sex attracted. Sexuality includes romantic, includes emotional, and I think with that alone, like, yeah, you could be attracted to somebody's, like, what their genitalia is, what they were born as, male, female, whatever, and that's what makes you sexually attracted to them. But I also think who they are as a person also makes you. So I think that kind of goes into different, like, it's not just about this.
With the same sex.
Right. I think
With the same sex.
Yeah.
Yeah, it can be romantic, it can be emotional, it can be sexual with the same sex,
I think
not
the-
gender.
I think the word
Hold up a
people are
second, guys. Hold up a
using-
second, guys. I'll give the floor to you. I promise, J-Bug. Transphobe, would you like to bring in Ashley?
Oh no, you can.
Welcome back, Ashley.
I'm glad you're here though, Bo.
Hey,
Would you share your age with the panel, please?
I am 30 years old.
Good deal. And I'm sure you know, no
Really?
race, don't use the word cis, don't ask stupid
Mhm.
questions. Tonight's topic is trans status and consent. Do you understand what consent is?
Yes.
Okay. Should a trans individual disclose before intimacy?
Absolutely.
Excellent. And I'm very interested to see how Justin and Transphobe interact. You're either going to love each other or hate each other. I'm looking forward to that. So, second question, Ashley.
Ooh,
If they
Justin.
do not disclose, is consent still valid?
I mean, it depends on the person. I've always said that a lot of trans women, I feel like, still look like trans women. They don't look like females. So I would say possibly. Possibly.
Okay, we're going to skip the third one and go on to Justin. I'll get to you in just a second, Tweets. Justin, would you like to share your age with the panel, please?
19.
Fantastic. I know you know the rules. So trans status and consent, should disclosure be required?
Yes.
If it's not disclosed, is consent still valid?
No.
If they don't disclose, should it be a personal problem, a civil problem, or a criminal problem?
If they date, it should be a suable offense. If they do it, then it should be able to be a sexual registry and felony.
Thank you, Justin. And Tweets, welcome to the group. Could I get your age, please? You just...
I'm 26, sorry.
Oh, you're fine, thank you. On this panel, we don't discuss race, we don't use the word cis, and we don't ask stupid questions. The topic we're discussing is trans status and consent. Do you understand what consent is?
Of course.
Fantastic. Should a trans individual disclose before intimacy?
Yes.
If they do not disclose, is consent still valid?
I'm not. I don't know what you mean by that.
Let me go ahead and bring this up really quick.
My bad.
No, you're fine. There are, in the United States at least, there are 3 core requirements for consent. It has to be given freely, it has to be informed, and they have to have the capacity to give consent. I think the one that's most relevant to this topic is informed. That means a person must understand what they are agreeing to. Fraud or intentional misrepresentation can invalidate consent. So underneath that framework, if an individual does not disclose, is that consent valid or not? Is the consent for the action or for the individual?
I believe that if somebody doesn't disclose that they're trans, that is SA.
Okay, so do you think that should be a civil offense, like they could get sued, or a criminal offense, they could go to jail?
Jail.
Okay, good deal, guys. Once again, no race. Don't use the word cis. Let's see, who was talking last? Was it J-Bug? Yes, J-Bug. So, J-Bug, I'm going to give the floor to you. Everybody, please tap the screen. We have a full panel now, but I just tap the screen anyway. My God. Then after J-Bug lands, we will go open panel. So, J-Bug, the floor is yours.
All right, I just want to speak on something really quickly that Haiti had said. Basically, when we're talking about same-sex attraction, I think the word that people keep missing is attraction. And attraction can be multiple different things. And I'll just give you a couple of examples. It could be sexual, romantic, it could be sensational, or aesthetically, emotional, intellectually, or platonic. And that's just a few of them. There's way more types of attractions. but it just means you have that plus same sex, and that's what makes a gay, lesbian, or bisexual. And then I'll just land with that. Nothing much.
I'm going to go ahead and agree with everything you just said, except for one caveat. And that caveat would be deception.
Well, I totally get what you guys are saying now, though. Once definitely, yes, you're right. The attraction, yes, it applies on many different levels. And yes, you're right. No matter if it's emotional, romantic, sexual, they are still same sex attracted. So yeah, thank you for kind of correcting me in the middle of that, guys. And I appreciate that.
No problem.
This question is for Ashley and Tweets, and maybe a half for Justin, because I think Justin's already heard it. Sorry, guys. Ashley and Tweets, say that there was a sex deception law passed tomorrow. You are the prosecutor for a straight man that engaged with a trans woman. He said that the trans woman did not give consent. The trans woman says, well, look at me. I'm 6 foot tall. I have a 5 o'clock shadow. There's absolutely no way possible that he didn't know I was a male. I shouldn't have to tell him. You can look at me and tell. I'm a trans woman. I was clearly born male. What do you say? You're the prosecutor.
It's still SA.
I would probably I would laugh at the man who that happened to.
I think that's crazy that you'd laugh at someone that doesn't know what you're presenting to them. If a straight man doesn't know that you're a man that has a thingy, that is SA. Because I'm going to tell you why it's SA, because you haven't told this man anything about you.
Yeah.
And you're going to pursue something with him, not knowing that he doesn't know what the hell you are.
And people don't all have the same cultural and social framework. Like that's something that people who are going into this seem to believe, but it's not real. Like sometimes you might be running into someone from a small town who has no idea what trans is in his world. If you have long hair and are effeminate, you're ergo probably a woman. Like there's a lot of people who have never experienced anything even remotely like that. So they're not looking for that kind of thing. You know,
I just don't think
it's
men can
different
be
from people
victims.
who are a part of this conversation all the time. Men are perfectly capable of being victims in sex crimes. It happens all the time. It's heavily underreported.
I just feel
Our
like
society has a lot of stigma
women-
that prevents it from being counted accurately because men don't report. But men are perfectly capable of being victimized. And if you deceive a man and he does not know and you violate his sexual orientation, it's a type of SA.
That has nothing to do with trans women, though.
I do think it's unethical, but I wouldn't personally, if I was the judge, I wouldn't side with him because it's if a woman reported being SA, they would be like, well, where's the videotapes? Where is this on camera?
That's rubbish.
And then they would just throw it out. And so
No, I don't agree with that at all.
what?
I said,
I don't agree with that at all.
I just feel like they don't do enough to protect women, and so why would a man be a victim?
And so,
Just because society is not doing something correctly doesn't mean the principle of consent and the principle it just disappears. It doesn't disappear just because we're not dealing with this correctly. Yes, 975 out of every single 1,000 SA cases reported by females don't result in anything. Nothing happens of it. You know, only 25, and only 25 of those cases does someone go to prison. That doesn't mean that males who are violated don't deserve justice.
But
that we have a system that does not care about SA in America does not mean that people who experience that don't deserve equal and fair justice. We should always be striving to do better. And so in the discussion of males being violated, it's still an issue that we should strive to address.
But what you just
women
said,
or men, it happens both ways.
We don't live in a
There
world where
are
men
females.
are being violated.
I've literally spoken to trans-identified females who have gone into gay
I'm
male
talking about
bathhouses
women
with
there.
their beard.
I'm not
We
talking
all
about
talk.
trans-identifying
But
women. I'm
that's
talking
what
about
I'm
women.
talking about. That's what I'm talking about.
And
Though in
that's
my
not women.
example that I'm bringing up right now, the example
That's
that
not
I'm
women,
bringing up
though.
right now is women, trans-identified females taking
That's not women.
testosterone to grow a
They
beard
are
and
women,
look like
dude.
men,
They're
going
not.
into gay male bathhouses and giving fellatio to men without telling them that
That's
they're
okay.
women.
I'm gay. I'm allowed to do that. Do you get it? If you're gonna be a
That's a
male who chooses
violation.
dresses like
It's a
a
male being
woman,
I will
violated.
agree that it is a
Me
violation.
personally, I am a trans-identified
I think it's unethical.
female. I
Let's
like
let Elijah
men.
talk.
Will I
Let's let
ever go
Elijah
into
talk.
a gay male's space or let alone
No.
bathhouse? Absolutely the fuck I will not. Because
that's
that's not
you
that's
though.
not my
That's
space.
you.
Oh,
There are a lot
Elijah,
of gay
thank you.
trans men that are in gay
Trans men are
men's
not
spaces.
men. We're women at
Just
the
like
end of the day.
they are in women's spaces. I don't understand why you're shocked at that.
We are women at the end of the day. We're
You're
adult
not.
human females.
You're not.
Hello? It's
I
not
like
that hard to
today's crowd.
grasp.
I don't know no female that is scared of a man.
You don't know
let's
any
give,
females who are scared of men.
I have a question
You
for
don't
the
know a
panel.
lot of females
Hold up,
then.
guys. Hold
I
up,
know a
guys.
lot.
I want to give Justin an opportunity to talk because Justin's been up here for a minute and I haven't given an opportunity to talk. So, Justin, go ahead and take the floor.
Oh, you're fine. I was just saying I like some of the people up here, and shoot, I forgot what else I did. I said something, but I forgot.
So, how do you feel about trans men going into gay bathhouses?
Yeah, I think that's kind of messed up. Like, honestly, if you're trans, you should probably be going to third spaces. Now, I won't lie, I sometimes go to men's spaces just for the hell of it and the shits and giggles.
I do
Can I
too,
say
but I
something,
always get
sorry?
dressed up to do that. Like I prefer like a
Exactly,
red
right?
cocktail dress or like something gala with some crazy heels, and I always make a point to stand in front of the mirror and do my makeup.
No,
Oh
for
my
real
God,
though.
Unless I'm at a conservative convention, in which case I wear a men's suit and I just go into the men's and like people are still like, "Are you in the right
No,
bathroom?"
for real.
Why?
No, you know how many times I've
That
been
is
asked if I was
actually
a trans
hilarious, and I love
man?
that.
Yeah, when I
You
went
asked
to
if you're a
America
trans man,
Fest, I
transphobic?
went to a Turning Points convention to America Fest in a men's Hugo Boss suit and walked into the men's. And the worst thing that happened was the guys would still, somebody was like, "Are you in the right bathroom?" And I was like, yeah, I am.
Yeah, did they think you were a trans man?
They
Can
thought
ask
I was
why
a
you do that?
trans man
I've been
going
mistaken as a
into.
trans man so
No.
many freaking times.
Why do you
It's like,
think that's
bro,
funny?
I'm not a trans man.
Why do you think
No,
that's funny?
Emil. It's
Man.
funny.
It
Why?
is funny.
Why?
Because I'm a post-op gay man who lived as a trans woman for like almost 20 years and then kind of just desisted ideologically.
But you
And now I
understand that you're
present more
disrupting the
masculine or
norms.
feminine based on my mood, but
There
I
is nothing
always
wrong,
use
just
third spaces or
Based
men's
on your
spaces
mood.
regardless. Yeah,
Thanks,
based on
Al.
my mood, I present however I want.
Yeah,
Thanks,
whatever
I'll
you
come to
feel
you and
comfortable
the-
with
and
that
the
day.
world-
That's
okay,
like
hold
on,
common
hold on.
sense.
Hold on,
Sometimes it's a
everybody.
dress and some clogs, and
Hold
sometimes
on,
it's
everybody.
a suit.
I went to
Everyone
the
in the
female
world,
restroom today.
everyone in the
All right, sorry about that. I had to mute everybody. But we did have some comments that we made to Tweets. Tweets would like to respond. I think it's only fair to give him the opportunity to do so. So, Tweets, go ahead and unmute and take the floor. And after that, we can continue open panel.
Yeah, I just want to reply to that guy.
Which
I want
one?
him to speak. Real talk. That's what I want to hear.
Which one?
Who is the guy
There's
that
a
was
lot
just
of guys in
speaking?
here.
Yeah, him. You.
Me?
Hi, Martha.
Yeah.
Okay, what do you want to know?
You're from Britain, right?
What? Me?
Are you from Britain?
No.
Fair enough. Where are you from then?
I'm from Texas.
All right, cool. So I'm not talking to you. There was a British guy that was replying to me. So who is that?
I don't think anyone is British but you, but
No one here is British, son.
I
At
think
all.
you might have misheard, or someone might have accidentally put on a little accent.
I mean, my
But
trade.
I do
I wasn't trying to be
occasionally.
disrespectful though.
Me too.
Sometimes I like my English will snap to such proper English. I do seem English.
Well,
But
I
whenever
don't
I'm around like a
know.
British person, I subconsciously become British. It's a
I don't
problem.
know.
Right,
Cheese.
it's a
not a
problem.
British
I autistically
or
mirror
not,
people
like
and I read too
No,
much.
real.
I don't know. My trade used to be British, but I ain't British, and I don't know. I don't think nobody on the panel is British either.
Nobody's
You're
British
British
but
though. Come on.
tweets.
Come
I'm
on.
Canadian, so I'm part of the Commonwealth.
British.
That makes you feel
Fuck the
better.
Commonwealth. Anyways,
Ashley is like the only hard op, I think. Is Hat a hard op? Like Ashley?
No,
No.
No, I don't think so.
What's a hard op?
I think
You-
Like someone who actually believes
Ashley
it's
is very
okay to like.
confusing.
No, I don't
Well,
think it's
Ashley's all
morally
over the
correct.
place.
Yeah, I'm like middle. I'm like moderate Democrat.
You think you're a female? That's not middle.
That's
Hey,
the
far
reason
from it.
why.
I say I'm a
Okay,
big
so I
bad
had a
man.
question about for the panel. What about for if you lied about your age? Do you think that also falls under?
No, I think that falls under fraud. So if somebody lies
Yeah,
I
about
think
like
their
that's
age,
actually
let's say-
illegal.
I mean, not you're
it is
identifying
illegal.
as
What
a
you just said
minor
it is
or
illegal,
something.
yeah.
I'm talking like if you say if let's say I'm 30, and I tell someone that I'm 24.
that's fraud. So yeah, you should go to jail.
Deception.
It's
the
still
same
be,
thing.
It'd still be
Thank you.
considered rape because it wouldn't be consent based off of the key founders you would need for consent.
That's a child cannot
This
consent
is why
at
they
all.
like to touch children.
Well, I'm not
This is
talking
so
about a
disgusting.
child. I'm not
Yeah,
talking
I was
about a
just
child. I am not
making it
talking
clear that
about a
if-
child. I am talking
No,
about
but
someone.
what you
Say
just
someone is.
said.
No, I didn't. I'm gonna tweet. I'm gonna need you to
You make
shut
it
your
sound like a
lips.
minor saying they're 18.
Thank you.
No, just
I've not even
close-
said anything. I'm just
just
letting this guy
close your
talk for
lips.
himself. Why are you talking
Who?
about children the way you are? It's disgusting.
Who?
You.
Who's talking about
What
children?
do you mean?
Why is everyone acting dumb? I'm
No,
talking to
whenever
one
they talk
person right
about
now.
the
No.
age.
Hold on. Tweets clearly you're acting dumb because
They're
instead
trying
of
to
you.
accuse.
That's all right. I'm not
Instead
acting
of
dumb. Because
shut
I live in
up.
real life.
Instead of
I don't
you,
talk to
instead of you
children.
just
You do.
talking, babes, I don't talk to children. And you said it again. I'm going to drop you.
You're like really going off. Yeah, you need to stop tweets. J-Bug didn't
First
say
of
anything
all,
like that.
First of all, I have a child of my own, so I would never. Second of all, what I said was after Ashley said what she said, she made in her statement, I'm not talking about a child. Correct, Ashley?
Yes, correct.
Thank you. So I responded with no, that would still be considered rape because it would not fall under the characteristics of consent because they are deceiving you with their age, right?
Which is not consent.
So what are you talking for then? What's the rebuttal?
I'm talking because I don't agree with what you guys are saying.
So you think that someone who lies about their age and you think that's consent?
It's not consent. That's very
So,
damaging.
so why
for someone to
are
lie
you
about
talking
age.
then? Because we're on the same page. You just want to talk to talk. That's what it gives. You're talking to argue, not talking to not listening to understand. That's your
You're talking to the
problem.
wrong person. I'm very much
I
somebody
mean,
who
you're
listens
the
to
only one
understand.
who addressed me thinking I said something while in the middle of me speaking because you thought I said something that I said.
Let's take a quick timeout, guys. Let's take a
Can I
very
say
quick
something? You
timeout.
stopped me from speaking. You know
Hold
that,
up a
right?
second, Tweets. Hold up a second. Let me take a quick timeout. Tweets, if you be all right, I'm gonna maybe summon some heat on you if you're all right answering a question, but then I'm gonna let the panel deal with your answer. Are you all right with
If you can
that?
comprehend.
You will. All right. Can a trans woman be a lesbian and can a trans man be a gay man?
No.
Oh, well, in that case, you aren't going to get any heat. So, okay, then why would it be okay for a trans man, which is a female, to go into a gay male space?
I
And
don't
perform
agree with.
sexual acts?
Hello, can I say something? Sorry.
Yeah, go ahead.
I don't agree with biological men going in female spaces, and I don't agree with biological females going in men's spaces, no matter how you look. You can look however.
Okay. So we're actually aligned on that. Okay, gotcha. All right,
They
all
were
right. I think
confused.
I misunderstood something earlier.
There's always a but. What's the but?
What
There's
is
no
that?
but. I'm a gay guy who likes being gay, but I'm not a female. As much as I like men and whatever, I'm always gonna be a man. Do you get what I'm saying? I can't change my gender just because I like men or whatever. These
Exactly.
people that are
Just
doing
how
that,
I am
yeah,
a
they
female
need
is
help.
into males.
But that
No, but they need help,
necessarily
and I'm gonna
wouldn't
shut my
even.
mouth.
I just want to say that necessarily wouldn't even correlate to your point. Because as a gay man, you're not even your gender identity wouldn't even match of a woman. You wouldn't even call yourself a woman, nor would
Hey.
you even put yourself in the category of being a woman. So
I've
if you
not
being a
called
gay
myself a
man,
woman.
hold on, with you being a gay man, just being in tune with your femininity or with the fact that you like guys, that your sexuality has nothing to do with your gender or your gender identity. I think that you're conflating two concepts without fully understanding what both of the concepts mean separately.
I don't believe that. And I'm going to tell you why. It's because a lot of trans people like to say that gender and sexuality is basically the same. They do. I've been around to hear it. I don't agree with that. Me being gay has nothing to do with my sexuality. As much as me being gay could be just like a
What?
woman or...
Wait, I think you can. I think you can.
Yeah, you being gay has everything to do with your sexuality.
That's literally the
It has nothing to do with my
Nothing to do
gender,
with your
though.
gender identity.
Right,
It
but
has
that's
nothing-
not what
it
you
doesn't have
said.
anything to do with my gender
Okay, are
identity.
you hammered, hun? Because you're not supposed to be on the panel if you're hammered.
Is he calling me drunk, sorry?
Yeah, I'm asking how hammered you are.
Yeah, I'm not drunk, so I don't know why you said that.
Well, because if you're not
We're just
drunk, then something else is going on. I was just checking.
I'm not drunk.
I mean,
so...
okay.
Wait, really
Okay.
quickly, I just
For
want to
me,
get clarified just to
though,
make sure
I
that.
would fall underneath being a trans person, but I'm gay. I'm just like medically trans.
Which is... if you're medically
So
trans...
you're a gay man who takes cross-sex
Who
hormones?
takes what?
Yeah, and I'm planning surgery technically.
Hold on, he said he... what do I take?
No, not you.
You haven't had surgery yet?
God,
You're
this
going
is
to have
so
surgery?
censored.
Yes, I'm 19. Like surgery's very expensive.
Wait, I'm
my
also
God.
Planning it
19.
before
What?
21 though.
Don't get surgery.
Okay, as a person
Why?
who's had dysphoria, I'm pretty sure you understand at least to some degree why that would be.
It's just. It's
I think
just
you should
gonna
change your
be-
name.
almost done my
Let's
own
let
orthorectomy.
Transphobe and Justin have this
Oh
conversation.
my God.
Like I've
Yeah,
actually
another
did my
time.
own orthorectomy as a minor.
Yeah, no, I know.
Okay, you said another
You said
time.
you
Transphobe.
had an orthorectomy.
Another
No, I
time.
attempted at an
Okay.
orthorectomy
No,
as a
no,
minor.
he's saying that he has the symptoms of a type 6, is what he's saying.
I never said that. That's what you
Manic
just said.
episodes of self-mutilation.
I never said that. Sorry, the person that just
I
said
did that when I was
Like, I've
3 years
attempted
old.
Oh my
I
God.
wasn't
Oh my God.
talking to
myself.
you, Tweets. How are you
I
not just
have-
talking to Justin?
Everything's not
Not
about
you,
you, tweets.
Tweets.
Right now, you're giving guilty.
Whenever I got hormones, I actually had to walk an entire marathon just to get to the doctor's office and
You said
get
that
hormones.
before.
I'm just telling
I was like, girl, I'll call you an Uber. Do you need
Girl.
one?
No, I can get around now.
Jinx, what's your question? Just-
So my
I'm not
question
that good now.
is my question is for the people on the panel that like completely laughed at the I feel like this day and I feel like that day. How are the other people supposed to take you seriously if you think it's a joke yourself and you think it's funny? How are we supposed to give any type of serious consideration?
Wait, where's the concept?
Who?
What we're
Wait,
talking about?
wait, you're
this is-
still
this is
hung up.
between
Oh,
him and Transphobe.
he's hung up on me saying that I wear whatever I want, whenever I want, and present however
you
I
can't get
want
mad
based
at a
on my
man wearing-
mood, and that I always go into the men's or third spaces regardless of how I dress. And sometimes I make a point to go get all dolled up, put a red cocktail dress on, some heels, go into the men's when it's not very busy to get a picture of myself in an empty bathroom in front of the urinals and being like, doing the right thing is a choice, super easy.
Isn't
Just
that
because
weird?
I like to. No, I mean, like, there's a bunch of men pushing
take pictures,
messaging
but-
that they have a right to go into women's spaces. And they also push
Oh.
messaging that they are vulnerable and they need to go into women's spaces because they aren't safe. Well, I've been a lady boy for my entire adult life. I've used the men's spaces in Canada, the United States of America, Mexico, Thailand, South Korea,
Do you
Vietnam.
have any idea how entitled
Thailand
you
is
sound right now?
amazing.
I can't
Thailand
wait
is
to go
amazing.
there.
And you know what? Never anywhere ever, regardless of how I looked, has any man ever put their hands on me. Because
God.
there is
I
no
love that for you.
risk. There is no risk of violence against non-conforming males. And if it happens, guess what? It's a men's issue. It's not a women's issue. So I make a point to go in there as femme as I can be sometimes to continue to prove the point that these people are gaslighting society.
Wait, do you know if there's any like
Using that
thing about
sounds?
the other way around? Like,
Well, confusing to you.
It's fine to confuse people.
Double
but we have
standard.
a
What
right
if
to our
if
bodies.
someone did the opposite of that?
So
I don't care. I'm a gender abolitionist. I don't think
Girl.
males or females need to meet any sex stereotypes for males and females. The only ones I really support are the ones where it's like, men shouldn't hit women. That's one. I'm in for that and for like the social conditioning to protect women and the boundaries in society, but not for the whole situation. What do you mean? I'm not a woman.
But you're putting yourself in that situation.
What? What situation? By going into the men's, I'm putting myself in what situation?
By saying I'm gonna get all dolled up, and I think this is funny.
Oh,
say it's
honey,
safe.
if anybody wants to pick a fight with the Agate Crossley in the men's bathroom in America in 2026, they can go ahead. They can either get charged with a crime for assault if they actually manage it, or they can run right the fuck into my 2A rights. Right the fuck, and you know what you don't want to do? You don't want it to be an Agate Crossley who sends you to God. That's what you don't want. So don't be picking a fight with the lady boys in the men's bathroom in
for real.
America.
You understand that
I like
everybody has
you,
that right.
transphobic.
Everyone has that
Thank
right.
you. Yeah, I get that.
So
Don't be
it could
picking a
happen to
fight with
you
the
just
Agate
be-
Cross. Well, it's
so
not.
it could
It's not
happen-
women's responsibility to
talking.
be given a haven to
Just keep
feminine
talking.
men. It's
Just
not
keep
women's
talking.
responsibility.
Just
Where am
keep
I supposed to
talking.
go pee? I'm a
But
man.
if you want
keep
to,
talking.
Where am I supposed to go pee?
Question.
I'm a
Just
man.
keep talking. You're missing every single point that I'm trying to make because you
Then make
just
your
keep trying
point.
to- If you would shut up, I would.
Oh my goodness.
you sound
not
just
the only-
confused.
You're not the only one with that right. The
Did they
2A
say
right.
they were? No one
And
claimed they're the
so-
only one. I
so
do this
you
shit.
Could end up, so you could end up being on the other side of that. Am I right or wrong?
Yeah, okay. I see
Okay,
somebody all
so
dressed
what's
up. I'm
the
gonna go say
point?
hi and awesome.
Can
And
you
if
make the point?
instigate that, and if you instigate
Wait,
that,
are you saying that I instigate violence against
Yes.
myself and society by being a non-conforming man?
yes.
Well, then society
Wow.
needs to fucking get fucked because it can get the fuck over it, bro. I'm not
Or
changing a
you-
goddamn thing. No, fuck you.
Exactly how
I'm
I
not
feel,
changing
too.
a goddamn thing. And if you have a problem
Cool.
with it, you can bring that violence to me in the men's bathroom and we can have a fucking little war. Bet.
just make sure to bring it outside of the men's bathroom so I can record. Because I'm not allowed
Wait a
in
minute.
Yeah,
Understand
for real.
that
Are we at-
you're welcome
Hold on a
in
minute,
there.
guys. Hold on a minute,
I
guys.
have a right
Because
to the men's bathroom.
Hold up a minute.
You're
Hold up a
welcome in
minute.
there.
Because Jinx, I'm 100% sure that you're on my panel last week and this week when I was asking about men's spaces, about the bathroom, locker room, and shower, and I asked every guy on the panel, how would you feel about a biological man coming into your room that presented as feminine? They might come in with long hair, fingernails, big ass titties, and almost every guy said that, they might be a little bit uncomfortable, but as long as it's a biological man being in their space, then they would be welcome in there. Were you not one of the men that agreed to that?
Wasn't. I was not part of one of those panels.
Okay.
I was listening, but what I'm saying is that if you're going to open yourself up to this, and you're going to say, "Hey, I have my 2A," so does everybody else, and this gets very dangerous very quick. And the world, you're trying to say that
You're
the
not
world
getting the
has to-
point.
No. Let me finish my point, and you can go from there. You're saying that the world has to conform to you. I don't think that's a very rational option.
There's a lot of things that the world, quote unquote, has to
Well,
conform to that aren't
Do you
rational.
believe in autonomy? Do you have the right of your own body and how
Sweet, come
what
off
clothes
mute
you
and hop
wear?
in when you can, bud.
But you're trying to move society.
We're just wearing
I'm
clothes
trying to
to
This
say
is
our own
society.
day.
I'm
You're
trying to
trying to
say that I reject all of these sex stereotypes. I do not care if men want to get violent against effeminate men for existing. I'm done with it. I was bullied in high school by men that thought it was perfectly fine to beat up the agate. I was the queer being smeared.
Real.
Now I'm a post-op agate crossy with a transsexual's body, and I'm sick of the train to the knees. I'm sick of the entire direction this has gone. I'm done being affiliated with it, and it's time for American men to get fucked and accept that effeminate men exist. We exist. We exist. You can get the fuck over it. I'm gonna be in the men's bathroom, and guess what?
then you're
I
gonna
think
have
that
to
you're
go in the
actually
female
a minority.
bathroom. I'm gonna be
Well,
going
that's
to the
because
female
you're an
bathroom
abusive
too.
man. It's because you're an abusive man that puts your
I'm
problems
not
onto
an abusive
women.
man.
Hold up a second, guys. Okay,
Stop
Tweets, I
that.
don't understand why you're saying that you can't join. You come off mute and you jump in.
I'm
Also,
here.
Ashley, if I catch you in a female restroom, the same female restroom that I belong in, it's on site, by the way.
Go for it.
Do
All
you
right,
see
Tweets.
where this is
Hold up,
going?
guys. Let's give
Live in
Tweets an
Canada.
opportunity. Let's
No.
give Tweets an opportunity. Hop in, Tweets. What's your addition to the conversation here?
I'm just trying to understand what the female was just saying just again.
That's what you wanted to come off mute for? Okay.
No, I've been here. I've been wanting to say something. I keep
Oh,
getting
what do you
muted.
want to say?
I keep getting muted.
I'm not muting you.
Well, I don't know what my girl's saying.
Say what you want to say.
Speak the truth.
See how everybody is being quiet just for you, and then you put yourself on mute. You know what? Get the fuck off my panel. Open panel, guys. Tap the screen.
Okay, back to what I was saying. You're trying to move society, all of society, based off of your whim at the moment. I don't think that's fair.
Women at the moment, that's their life. That's my life. That's a lot of people's life. That's like 1% of the population's life. Would you rather us all go to the women's
1%.
restroom? Should we all go in there and be like, "Woo, man"?
If you're gonna be
1%.
post-op, yeah. If you have a vagina,
Oh
you
my
should
gosh.
be using the
It's
female
not a
restroom.
vagina. Oh my god.
It's
Yeah,
Oh my god.
If you've gone
Don't-
through
don't even
that
try that.
process, shouldn't you be in the woman's?
It's not a vagina.
I don't even
It is
care
I will
if I
be
have
in
a
the men's
neo-vagina.
where I belong because I'm an adult human male, and
And
men
you're
can get
trying to
used
force
to
men
men
to accept
looking.
you.
I'm trying to say that men can look the other way and stare
Or
at
they
the
can-
floor.
or it
I'm
can
not
get
going to
violent.
make it women's problem. They can get violent if they
I
want. I will
feel
pull my
the
piece
same
very
way.
quickly. I will pull my piece
And-
very
and
quickly,
you
and I carry G2 RIP fragmentation rounds.
Oh,
So go
ma'am,
ahead.
Nobody fucking cares what you carry.
Go ahead.
We carry the same fucking thing.
I
don't.
don't
I'm actually
care.
interested.
They don't
If
have
you
guys.
Oh my God,
want
this
to
is
get
such
in
a
a
dumb
pew pew
argument.
battle in the men's bathroom because a crossy walked in there, that's your problem. But I would argue that the
Yep.
majority of men just want to pee, except for the ones like Ashley that clearly want to violate women's boundaries.
Now, how is it different
No,
if you're
see,
going
that
into
is
the
so
men's
weird.
restroom as in a dress, and I'm going into the women's restroom
Because you're
in
a man and
dress?
you're
Like,
That's a
oppressing
great
you're a
question.
man
Ashley,
and you do not
appropriate
belong in the
restroom.
women's
how I'm
bathroom.
presenting.
You're an
One
adult
at a
human
time.
male. You don't belong in the
No,
women's
I'm a
bathroom.
female.
Women
You are
have
not a
told you
female. I am a
no.
female. You are not a female.
You are
On
a,
all
you
of
are
my
a male.
identifications, I am
I
a
don't care.
Male.
I don't
Okay, but
care.
there's still a
Female.
paper trail of
All
you
of my
being born male.
identifications are
Hello.
still broken in lies too, but I'm still a male and I'm still a man, and so are you, honey.
I'm a female.
The
I'm
There's a
government
paper
putting
trail
legal
that
male.
fiction
proves that
doesn't
I
you're
went to the
male,
change
by the
female
way.
anything.
restroom today.
Okay,
That's
and
because you're
I
an
pray for
abusive
those women
man.
and girls and their
No,
safety because
I
why
made
the
a
fuck are you
friend
even
in the
there?
female restroom.
Actually, me and Elijah are both female to male, and if we both like
I'm not
went,
female to male. I'm not turning into a male. I can never be a male.
Oh,
Get it
okay,
right.
okay, I'm sorry.
Okay, well, whatever you are, Elijah.
But we are that.
I mean, it's not
Apparently, a
change their
base
sex. We are
tiff.
gynecologists.
Like literally,
Right.
apparently, Elijah is a base, sane, rational tiff. So thank God for that.
Is he a lesbian?
No,
We
I'm
just
into
have
dick.
one at
I
a
like
time,
dick,
though.
unfortunately.
Because we have too many
So
people
you're
talking.
straight. You're
Correct.
a straight woman.
A heterosexual, transsexual. Thank you.
Not possible.
Thank you.
Yes, it is.
Not possible. Listen, just
Yeah.
because I'm not with majority
You're
of
if you are-
transsexuals who are
if you are-
homosexuals. Listen, Linda.
if you're a woman,
It's
like,
actually
you're
the
not even
minority
a
that are
man.
homosexual.
If you're wait, I'm so confused. That
No,
just
for
doesn't
real, no
make sense to me.
transphobic. I knew so many trans lesbians, but like none of them who were identifying as liking men. I'm like, bro.
Why don't you date
Listen, I
women?
wish I didn't like men. I just wasn't wired to be a homosexual.
Then why do you
No,
think
I
you're a
hear you.
male?
What?
Are you a male?
No, I'm female.
So I'm so confused.
Trans man.
You're
Hello,
confused
other
because
way
you
around.
think that you're a female.
How are you a trans man?
I'm a female.
And you don't use the men's restroom. That
I do not use the men's restroom because I value
Thank
the safety
you.
and privacy
no, if you don't
of
use the
men
men's
and boys.
restroom, you are
Thank
a woman.
you.
I use third
You're
spaces
a
because I live in a
woman.
country where third
You're a
spaces are pretty
non-binary.
common.
I will only use third spaces if it's
You're-
Oh
saying
my
not
god,
mad
you're a
if you don't use the
Canadian
men's
rational.
restroom.
Wait, you're a rational Canadian, Tiff? Oh my god, Elijah, do you know that you're like a fucking unicorn? I've never met
I
someone
know.
like you.
I'm one in a trillion.
You might literally be the only Canadian Tiff that's rational and sane and doesn't abuse men. Oh my god.
Listen, the only
am a
men's
This is a
restroom I've ever
miracle.
been in was a single occupancy
Actually,
stall.
I'm
That's
probably
it.
bisexual.
Win, Elijah. Win,
Hey, we need to
Elijah.
start our own group.
I got no
Elijah
problem with this
transphobic.
lady.
Like we need to start our own
Yeah.
group, and we can get Chloe, and we can get all the other people with the same.
We need
belief
Chloe
system,
back on here.
and we can
Someone
start
PM
challenging
her.
Chloe doesn't
all the
like me, y'all.
GRAs.
She hates me too.
So it's like it's transsexual versus transgender.
Duh.
The ultimate
Yeah.
showdown.
There's a
We
medical
should
station.
do. We
Listen,
should
I'm
do
19
an old
years old. I
school
was
versus
delusional.
a new
I was delusional for a long
It'd be an
time. All right, I
ultimate
grew up
showdown.
in the pandemic.
Just so you
Like-
guys know, if Chloe was up here,
Hey, transpo, you think we
That's
should
it.
actually get that planned out?
We could. I would host it.
You would host it? Okay.
Thank
I
you.
followed you.
I
We
couldn't
gotta get
handle
enough
that.
people on board with it.
I would host it. I might give. I gotta be real with you guys though. If I host that, I'm giving Chloe Token a moderator.
Oh, she's gonna drop me
Oh my
instantly.
god.
Chloe's awesome though.
Chloe is my
Like,
favorite.
I'm just a sexy Enoch. I love
Listen,
that.
I hope me
Oh,
and
no,
Chloe can
Chloe-
be cordial,
Chloe
all right?
accused me
What
of being
happened
a
in the
trans
past happened
man.
in the past.
Chloe accused me of being a trans man and dropped me on boys' night.
Oh no.
I joke you not.
Denied.
Anybody have those drinks?
I had to justify
Hey,
my
drink.
malehood in front of Chloe. Chloe tried to
Excluded
remove
from
me.
the based Tim excluded from the boys club of femme gays by like not being clocked. While trying.
I know.
Hey, Hallie, I'm gonna head out.
Oh, that's such a bad mail
DJ
fail.
Bug. Thanks for coming.
All right, no problem. Bye, Ari.
And the worst part, it made me
J-Bug.
upset. I'm like, bro.
Yeah, that's what happens when you're living closer to reality.
You've been taking my manhood away.
I'll steal it from you. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
You know what
You
I
know
found
what? We can
actually?
take body
You know,
show.
it was the most novel thing, like honestly, like real talk, the most novel thing about like leaving trans, and going into detrans therapy, like just of all the things I've
How long was it
explored.
like?
It was well, so like of all the things I've explored since I stopped feeling uncomfortable with my body, men's cologne was the one I wasn't expecting because I've always shopped for women's perfume, thinking, okay, what does he like? What does he like to
so
smell?
good.
I've always, but like, right, and you probably wear women's perfume, which is what I did
No, I wear
for
men's.
years. Oh my God, it's the best.
I
Like
do
I
wear
just
men's.
picked whatever like makes me want to like climb a guy like a tree, and then I
No,
smell
for
all
real?
sexy all day.
Wait,
It's
is that why I
great.
like it so
Real.
much? Hold on. Hold
Yeah,
on.
I just smell all sexy all day. I'm like smelling exactly like the kind of guy I'm into. It's perfect.
Right?
Listen,
I've
me and
got
my Calvin
Chanel.
Klein
I've
men's
got
Oh my
Chanel
God.
Allure
Okay, I
Homme
remember one
Blanche
time.
here, and then I've got the Vetiver by Dolce & Gabbana. I'm really obsessed with this one right now.
Amazing.
But the Chanel is like my staple.
Okay, transphobe, I'm actually curious. What's detransition like and everything, like in the medical and whatnot?
Oh, there's nothing I can do medically. Like, I am stuck on this very low dose patch of hormone because I'm an epileptic, and if my
Uh-huh.
endocrine system fluctuates too much, like the threshold for my
Mm-hmm.
seizures fluctuates with it, and it comes out of remission. And so I basically
Oh, so
had a
you
series of
stuck.
seizures. I had a series of seizures from March to June last year. The ring on my engagement, the diamond on my engagement ring was knocked out.
Mm-hmm.
I had a seizure in the vault at the bank where I worked, but
So,
Antifa got that job. And then like basically like I didn't go on hormone all through 2025 until January 8th, and the doctors made me go and take a low patch because a patch of like I think it's like 1 milligram of estrogen and it's released really
mm-hmm.
slowly throughout the week keeps me at a low flat line where it's just everything's
And your hormones are
stable.
terrible, aren't they?
Oh, I
Overall.
don't. I have some kind of issue where I don't have any testosterone in my adrenal glands. Like my
That's
body
real.
produces
My
nothing. I have
my
zero.
testosterone, last time I got tested, was 7.
Zero.
Mine
It's
was
not
a
zero. I've
I'm
never been at 0.
unhealthy. I'm
That's not
unhealthy for
good.
having zero. Yeah, like in the doctors, like they're like I'm thinking I'm trying to get like a compound cream, but the trans
Mm-hmm.
doctors on the West Coast are horrible.
No,
There
all of
was
them
no.
are. I tried
There's a
telling my
gender
doctor.
critical endocrinologist that just opened up in the area that I'm trying to get into. And she might
Where are
like
you?
I'm near Seattle.
Okay,
So
I'm
it's
in
like it's kind of
Texas,
like
near
TRA
Dallas.
land. I know in
So,
Texas
is
there's
that
that
by? Is that
clinic they
nearby?
opened. No, I'm in
No?
Washington State,
Okay. Oh,
Seattle.
yeah.
Yeah, you've
Yeah,
got the
no,
HSTS
I
IQ
was
on
just
geography.
curious because no, I was trying to get somewhere that would test a theory I had. I wanted to attempt to get treatment, like
Wait,
psychological
did
treatment,
a
where we would
real woman in
use.
my chat, a real woman in my chat just said that she wears both.
Okay, that's real, but what I was gonna say is I was wanting to find somebody that would attempt to use OCD, dissociation, and trauma type therapy and counseling to see if the part inside your head that goes to make you trans kind of could be if you could fight that and not just be trans. Because
Well,
like
so
I'm transitioning, yes, but like, bro, what was I supposed to do?
it really just depends on I think what causes you to have gender dysphoria. The doctors don't really
Trauma? I
diagnose the
can tell you
why,
straight out,
and
it was trauma.
if it's trauma, I would recommend cognitive behavioral therapy and
Mm-hmm.
EMDR. EMDR is actually what started breaking me down. In my late 20s, I was in EMDR when I started my relationship with my partner now.
What's
And my
EMDR?
th it's a type of therapy for trauma where they have like tapping and noises and alternate lights to trigger the
I
brain
heard
firing
someone do
synapses
that.
across in
I
order to
tried that for a couple of
access.
years, and I tried to like EMDR the dysphoria away, and it just made it worse in my
Yeah,
case.
No, like
I did EMDR
my
like exploring my childhood trauma, and it completely destabilized my identity as a trans woman.
My
Um,
childhood, I ended up having like split identity, and then because I was in a high control group, and then the church tried to unalive me twice, which I don't know what happened because I didn't even have a female identity. Well, I did. I had like 3 female identities, but that's besides the point. They didn't have dysphoria, at least. And then suddenly I had crippling dysphoria in a single identity, which was devastating to my psyche because I was still very much like, I'm a big man. And I was very proud of like everything that made me a man, like my strength and whatnot else. But like at the same time, my body, I could not stand it. And I was actively trying to do my own orchirectomy and everything else because shit, I don't know what went wrong, but something went very, very wrong.
All right, you group of freaking keys, since I'm the only one that's not on here, I'm trying to do the prompt for your transsexual versus transgender showdown. I have disclosure, definition, and safe spaces. What else?
It has no
oh,
safe space. There will be no safe
Not be
space.
delusional.
well, yeah. So
Yeah,
how do you quantify like not being a delusional gender woo woo apostle of a basic
Definition?
like a religion? Like I
Definition?
mean, Like this is like the difference between a group of people that have some mental health struggles that they're lumping under a trans label and using transition to treat like their extreme body discomfort versus a group of people that have taken that to a borderline religion.
No, for real though. Some of these
Honestly, you
trans
should put
people.
can trans men be
Ooh.
gay men and can trans women be lesbians? Because I want to see what they want to think
Yes,
about
I've been
that.
let's do that.
told.
Let's do that. Let's do the gay men and the lesbians one because that immediately goes against the transgender ideology and all
I
of the
support
like
trans
Oh,
somewhat
lesbians.
reasonable.
wait, for the
And trans
argument,
lesbians don't exist
for the
unless
argument,
they're
we need.
tiffs. Unless
I
they're
got an
tiffs,
idea.
no.
I got a crazy idea. For the showdown, we need one trans man, one trans woman, one gay, and one lesbian for the woo-woo side and for the non-woo-woo.
Oh my god.
Oh,
For non-woo-woo and for woo-woo. What do you think? You think that's a good idea?
I don't think we have enough space.
Boom.
Oh, wait, but let me look.
Uh oh.
Oh boy. No, a trans man
Oh
would
my
beat me
God.
up. I'm not even
No.
gonna lie.
No, I'm telling you, it would still be the males because I arm wrestled Hendrix to a standstill. It's crazy. Like I never work out. I'm not an athlete. And she works out all the time and has been on testosterone for years, and I have zero testosterone. And
Are
like
you a
I
freak of
tied her.
nature, or are they just like that much weaker?
No, I'm like, I swear, like, I think that,
I'm
like,
just
when you're,
asking
like, a
because
bottom, no, I think because, like, look, my arms are, like, really small. But, like,
yeah,
I think
okay.
when
You
you're a
got the bottom
bottom,
power though. That's what you got.
yeah, right, like, I'm a power bottom, right? So there's, like, a lot of sass and attitude there that comes into play with arm wrestling.
Okay, no, that's
Like,
See, that's why it's called a power bottom. Hello.
no, that's real.
Okay,
I
but
feel
I
like I
know
could be a
that
power
okay,
bottom.
women are
Oh my goodness.
traditionally.
I had a man try to make me be the top. Made me so mad.
they
I'm like,
always
bro,
want that.
I'm not trying to cut my thing off because I want to be a top.
Would you
Get
still
those
peg
in
him
your
though?
head.
If you got the surgery, would you peg a guy?
Absolutely.
I would peg him with the thing, like a dildo or
A
whatever.
strap?
Yeah, I'm not using the
But I'm
actual
not
thing
gonna get
though.
bottom surgery, but I'd easily pick
Yep.
a guy with a strap. No problem.
I won't
Mhm.
use my thing though. Like my thing is not for use. That's literally for show and I want it gone. I will cut it off myself. If it, literally, I kid you not, the only thing that kept me from doing my own orchirectomy was the realization if I did my own orchirectomy, it would screw up vaginoplasty. That was the only thing that stopped me. I had a surgical kit. I had my face, like I had a shirt tied around my thing, and I was flat out ready to just cut in and everything. And I was using trauma and whatnot else to get my
Clip it.
adrenaline up.
All right, all right.
Terrible.
I've got a gore gag issue.
I'm sorry.
Like with I will. It's
No,
bad.
but the doctors, why did the doctors not care whenever I literally said, like, bro, I had multiple identities before this shit. I don't know what happened. They looked at me like, oh, that's perfectly normal. You're fine. Just, yeah. You're a woman.
Belladonna.
Are you a girl?
Who?
Are you a woman? A woman?
No, I'm a big man.
Yeah,
Oh.
he's a man like you and I.
I'm
The
the
only
only
woman
female
on the
here.
panel is
I'm a
Elijah.
woman. Elijah is not.
You
a
are
woman.
not a woman.
Yes, I am. A woman
No,
is
sir,
an
you're
adult
not.
human female.
Okay, girl, let's go to the women's restroom and square up then. Like, come on.
You're
I
you're
would
not a
have the
woman,
girls
hun.
chase you out of there.
You'll have the
Oh,
girls
what?
chase me out
Okay,
of there.
can you
Yeah, the
move
girls
Elijah?
rather have me in there
Can you
than
wait?
you.
Can you move? No, Holly. Please put me at the top, and then Elijah, and then Justin under Elijah. Put Ashley on the left because we're on the right side of history. I want us to be on
I
the
am
right.
on the left.
And Ashley is very much on the left.
She is on the left.
No, you can
That's
have a
me.
rational conversation without like demanding that we
Well,
participate
better
in your
yet, I'm
religion.
gonna do this.
It's not a religious thing.
It is your religion.
You're
I
on the
don't
same
believe
side
that
as
men
me.
can
There.
become women.
There, now there's no way out. You got her cornered.
Yep.
Okay, that's fine. And wait, no. Move Elijah to the left and Justin to the right, so all the men are on the right. And then
Yeah.
Elijah, being the woman, is pinning Ashley in.
No.
Thank
Yes.
you.
Elijah
We need
is
to have
not a
this
woman.
sorted. Yeah, because
Not a woman's
thank
name.
you. That's better.
Well, do you want to know my old
All right,
legal
sir.
name?
Let's talk.
Would that make you feel better?
What was your female name?
It was Ella.
Oh, that's so cute.
Yeah.
Ella.
It didn't.
Do you guys
want to
know mine?
Yes.
Justin.
Justin.
Cheston?
What?
Is that what you said?
I said, isn't it Justin?
No.
No, not you. Oh, wait. Hold
Oh,
on.
me? Yeah,
Y'all's
that's
voices
that's
sound
my
too
old name.
similar. Hold on.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, is this better?
There we go.
Oh my
Okay,
god.
Justin,
my
what would
voice.
your name be if you had a girl name?
Oh, I got
Oh
my
my
degree says I'm
God.
Avery.
Ooh, Avery.
Yeah, I go by Avery, but this is my account that my work has, and because I'm in upper corporate, there's a lot of rules. Like, I'm not allowed to present as a woman, so I use my actual name because I don't care that much.
sucks.
I like my job.
My job,
That's very
I,
HSTS of you.
I use the female restroom at work. All of my coworkers like me except for one. She called
Thank
me
God for that
Shishi,
one.
And I reported her to HR.
You reported her
And
to
you-
HR.
and
Well,
it
if I
failed,
was
obviously,
your HR
because you're a man.
director, I would fire you.
I
For
love that,
bullying.
Justin. Yeah.
Somebody asked me my female name.
What's your female
What's
name?
your female name?
Tara Newell.
My female name is Ashley.
Not
Not
you,
you.
Ashton. Shut up.
Yeah.
We don't care about you.
My name would be Tara Newell.
Tara Newell.
What about Holly?
Hallie is not my. That's a.
No, Holly, like Holly.
Oh no! I mean that's kind of what fucking transphobe already calls me because he can't pronounce his words right.
No,
Allie.
Holly, like, I just, I know that you are a repressed HSTS.
Obviously, it's just that I'm a 300-pound man with a beard.
Yeah, but
Right, and
a lot of
if you
people
weren't
are
a
calling
300-pound man with a
300-pound
beard, then you would be
women.
wearing women's underwear.
Dory, please come up and talk shit. I need another gay man on the panel. I'm surrounded by all
Hey,
these crotches.
There's
Hey,
literally
you have
two gay men on here.
I
And
am a
then
gay
there's whatever
man.
he is. Yeah, Justin and I are both gay men. We don't know what Ashley is. He
I'm
could be.
straight.
He's
Actually,
he could
I'm
be a
a
straight
gay
man.
bi.
So you're
You're
a
a
gay
straight
man?
man?
He's a bisexual man.
No, I am a woman. Come on now.
No, you're not.
straight
I
men
can't
or
tell if
gay
you're
men?
rage baiting or if you're serious.
No, I.
No, he
I
literally
love-
thinks he's a female,
love
Elijah.
Japanese
Yeah,
women.
no, you're not
You
a female,
cannot
my
be me.
friend.
I
I'm
would
sorry.
You will never be
transition
literally
me.
to
Cry me
Japanese
a
woman.
fucking river.
Hey, Elijah, you want to trade bodies? In some mad science experience? Bro, take away my
Is that
photo.
supposed to be me?
That
No,
is
that's supposed to be
totally.
me.
That is totally Ashley.
That was, no, it was supposed to be me. 'Cause I'm a blonde.
When you take the filter off. When you take the filter off. Yeah.
No, that was actually supposed to be me. I'm not even joking you. It's because I have a long neck.
I thought that was
Like-
my sister for a second. I was like, whoa.
That's Ashley with the filter off, guys.
I'm actually a giraffe.
So, Ashley, you dead ass believe you're a female.
Absolutely. 100%.
Then go cry me a river because you're not. You're a male. I don't care what your
No,
identification
I don't
says.
know who
I
you
don't care
are.
what the
Like, you're not
government
even from my
refers to you
country.
as. There's still a paper trail proving that you were born a
No,
male,
there
and you'll
wasn't.
always be a male because humans are a
No.
gynochoric species, and we cannot
No,
change our
no, no,
sexes.
no.
matter
Yes,
how
we
bad
can.
you want to, no matter how bad I want
I am
to.
a woman.
I wish I was
am
born
a
male,
female.
but I was born female, and that's
No one
the
cares
end of
about
that.
you.
No one cares about me. When?
Elijah, I
Facts
care a lot
don't
about
care
you.
about your
It's Ashley
feelings.
that I don't know
Facts
how I
don't
feel
care
about
about your feelings.
Yeah, facts don't
Elijah,
care
I
about your
respect
feelings
that. I am
either.
a
Hello,
female.
I'm not a male. I'm a female. You are not a female. You are a
I
male.
am a
Simple as that.
female. I am absolutely a female.
What is a female? Please enlighten
An
me.
adult human woman.
A what? A woman
Once again,
is an
this is
adult
exactly how I'm
female,
looking
and
at
you
my
are not an
panel.
adult
Very
female.
circular.
Did he just define woman with woman?
Save me from all this
Oh my
stupid
god.
euphoria.
Some pound cake, please come up here.
Wait.
We
I
need
think they
no, because
defined-
pound cake is a professional. He actually has the capabilities to deal with a man with this level of mental illness. Put him on the right side with the men.
A man
please.
with this
Wait, is he
level
actually a
of mental
professional?
illness. That's a new
Yes.
one. I'm putting that in my quote book.
In
Who is the
Thank
woman
you.
supposed to be?
No, what is he a professional in? I want to know more about this guy.
What now?
I
Oh,
don't know.
professional in delusion?
Pancake or whatever?
Look, I bought a hash joint
should follow
before
him,
this
it's fine.
this conversation, so I just want to throw that out there. I'll be right back.
I bought a dragon fruit strawberry ice the other
I
day.
love dragon fruit.
Oh my goodness. I need some edibles.
All right, I'm gonna play my video game. Ari, do you want to keep the panel?
What video?
Yeah, no,
game?
this is good. I would like to have more ups though, other than Ashley, because Ashley's kind of given up on his delusions
wanna go
of
to your live?
femalehood.
No, I
Well,
am.
my
You
live,
can
I
stay
never
online.
go
You can stay
live.
online.
Ever.
Just tell me
Female,
what
ever.
prompts you want up.
Ashley, unfortunately, you don't have a say if you're male
Yes,
or not.
I
you
do.
would
I
just
have
read
a
a
new one.
male.
Please read a fucking book.
Here's a
Because
new
I
one.
am a female.
You want
Give
that one?
me.
You want that one?
That's so complicated.
Gender nonconformity or transgender?
Neither. I'm transsexual. Get it right. God damn
Yeah,
it.
I'm
Yeah,
transsexual.
no, transsexual.
There's a
Um,
medical basis.
I have my Monopoly board. Have you seen my Monopoly board yet?
no.
Do the Monopoly one.
Gender
What about
politics.
intersex?
proud of
Oh my
that.
god, not this. Oh my God,
Intersex. I don't
no,
believe
it's
in
John
intersex.
Wick.
Let's not do
I've
the
never
intersex
met someone
one.
who is intersex.
No.
Ever.
No, we hate intersex because like intersex should never have been brought to this conversation.
Yeah, it was just medical appropriation, so let's not
Never
do
brought
that.
into the community or whatever the fuck.
I feel like
When
a lot
the
of trans people
umbrella
pretend to be intersex.
capsizes, it's just a really shitty boat.
I hate the new
Honestly.
pride flag. I hate it so much.
Yeah, I
I just
can't
like the
stand the
old
new pride flag. It's
like
the
the
tackiest thing.
original
It was
rainbow.
obviously made by a straight man.
Or Delulu.
Or
You
the
can always do
Lulu
this one.
female, yeah.
Oh my god, I don't understand this one.
If you think a woman pegging a man is gay, you are pro-trans. I love this one.
How
This
is that
one of my favorite
pro-trans?
prompts.
I don't
Well,
understand
okay,
it.
so let me explain. So if you think a woman pegging a man is gay, you're basically supporting a pro-trans argument because there's no way that a female engaging in a sexual act with a male is homosexual. And like, so if your argument is like the only argument people can make to this is that you're potentially simulating a gay act because the strap-on is in the shape of a male's genitals.
Yeah.
But then in that case, you would be saying that simulating a gay act is a gay act, which is a pro-trans argument. I'm sorry, but simulating heterosexual intercourse is not heterosexual intercourse.
I would break
If you
up
say that
with my
simulating a
boyfriend.
gay act is a gay act, then I could say that when my hubby has sex with me, it's a heterosexual act. It's not
You are, if
homosexual
you're a woman.
because I have bottom surgery, and so I'm simulating heterosexual sex with my body.
Ooh, that's an interesting
post-op,
point.
But it's not heterosexual sex because I'm a male and he's a
I
male.
disagree with
So
that. I think
it's
trans
not-
women are females. That's
yeah, but
my
that's
my
because
God.
you're
No,
stupid. Can
it's
we just
John
have?
Wick.
Okay, look, we have Ashley on the panel. Can we just have a bathroom space consent one, like men and women's spaces, or the traditional "What is a woman?" so we can tear into Ashley. He
A
wants
woman
it.
is an
We
adult
want it.
human female.
Like,
Ashley,
let's just.
I got a question for you.
let's
Are you
just do
trying to
that.
say that transphobic and me are female? Actually, what you're
if
trying
you
to say?
get your surgery,
That is what
you
he's
need-
trying
yeah,
to
you
say.
should-
He
why are
always
you
tries
female?
to
Like,
say that
wow,
I'm a
why are you
female because I
trying to
had
drag us
bottom
into your
you
surgery.
guys need to be using the
Right.
women's restroom.
Wow,
Like,
you're
I'm-
dragging
No.
this into your problem.
Yes. Like, why? If
No,
Like,
I'm
me
not
personally, I don't have
participating
a
in your
problem
See, this
with
isn't
a male
religion.
getting
They're-
a vaginoplasty
Ashley's
at
trying
all.
to recruit us to the cult.
No,
Yeah.
it's not. You should just
Yeah.
be a woman.
Do
like,
you
And
have
are,
a
like,
"What is a woman" prompt? Or do you
woman
have a
is an
women's
adult
spaces
human
prompt?
female.
You should make a prompt
Yeah,
about
but you're not a
Ashley.
female.
Yeah, if you change your sex, that's why it's
Your
called
can't
sex
change
body
your
is
sex.
not
change.
organized
A
around the
sex
production
change
of large gametes.
operation.
Your body is not organized around the production of large gametes. Your body was born organized around the production of small gametes, and you
No,
mutilated your
come on,
schmeckle.
girl.
Flaying,
Get with it.
removing, and inverting your schmeckle does not make your body organized around the
I'm
production
a
of large
Do you
female.
want to
I'm a
invite
gametes.
somebody
It makes
fucking
new
you
or
female, for
appear
no?
God's
to
sake.
have like the phenotype of a
I have
female, but
Guys,
like you
do we want the
don't.
next guy? Somebody wants to join.
I'm a woman. I'm a
Let me
female.
look. Hang on. I think Holly already walked
You
away.
could be
Stop
waterboarding
appropriating
me.
my
I would still
goddamn
be a woman.
sex.
We
Stop
want Neoblade
appropriating
up.
my sex.
Yeah, let's add him up.
Okay.
Stop this madness. I don't care if I'm
I finished
appropriating your
it,
sex. You
but
cannot use the terms from mine. Thank
Neoblade,
you.
how old are you?
19.
19. Okay. What do you think about the prompt?
I think that it is gay and it is not homophobic at all.
Wait, you think it is gay for a woman to
It is
peg a
not
man?
gay.
It is not
Sorry,
gay.
I
it
think
is
it's
gay. It
gay.
is gay.
It is
And
gay.
and it
Can you
is
get your
not
words straight?
homophobic. Huh?
Okay,
Put the
so
Bible
how
down.
is a female engaging in a sexual act with a male gay?
It's
Because dudes aren't supposed to
specifically
like it in the booty.
pegging. It's specifically pegging. See how you ignored it? Because deep down inside you know it's gay.
It's
But
not gay
anyways,
if it's
No,
a
I
female and a
strongly
male.
disagree
Hello?
because it's a
He's gonna
female and a
cheat on you
male,
one
and
day with
gay
some
is a
dude.
word
That's
for
very straight.
homosexuality, and
well,
homosexuality
I'm
is
listening to what
same-sex
you're saying.
attraction.
I'm
So
listening to
two
what you're
males
saying.
engaging in sexual intercourse together is gay, but a female engaging in a sex act with a male is not gay,
No, because
regardless of
he.
how
Well,
that
I'm
sex
listening
act
to what you're
looks.
saying, and when you're saying all of this, you're not using the word peg. You're not using the
Okay,
word pegging
you don't need to
because
use the
you
word
know
It
peg
doesn't
to
matter.
that
understand
it's
that it's
Pegging
still a
could be
heterosexual
pegging.
because
It
male.
could be like anything.
even though a
They're
female
still
is
female.
engaging
They're
with a
not
male
male.
and having sex, the sexual act is still gay because pegging, like, it involves a strap on or like fingers or whatever, just penetration of the asshole.
Okay,
From
then
my
I'm a
knowledge, yeah.
heterosexual woman
Um,
because I transitioned. Like,
You
if that's
are.
true,
You
then I would be a
absolutely are,
heterosexual woman
Ari.
because
Oh
You're
I
my god,
transitioned
guys.
because I
I'm a
have a
gay man now.
neo-vagina. Yeah, Elijah's a gay
Ashley,
man. She's a woman who transitioned, and so now
my dad's
she's a
gonna be
gay
so
man, and
happy I
I'm a
finally
She's a
straight.
heterosexual
lesbian.
woman because I have a neo-vagina, and when I have
I'm
sex
not
with my
talking
male
about
Hey,
partner,
Ashley, I
yeah.
gotta say
no,
this
but
You
this
are
is the same
straight,
argument because
Ari.
you
Hate
said
to break it to
stimulating.
you.
You
You
said
are straight.
stimulating gay
You are a
sex between a
hetero. You are a
heterosexual
breeder.
couple by allowing a female to peg a male is gay. If
Ashley, how about you go make
simulating
my dad
something
stay and
equals
tell
Ari
him
that
is
I'm finally
thing,
straight, you
straight.
then
guys. She's a
simulating
straight woman. She's
heterosexual
not
It's
sex
even
by
more
hard
about
else.
this
She's
shit.
transitioning
not gay.
is
She's not.
that's
Dude,
how
why are
it
you
works.
speaking
I'm
like
sorry.
you're
The core
transphobic?
logic, yeah, let's not. The core logic of your argument is that by simulating gay sex, okay, by a woman
Can you not
pegging her
can you
husband,
not
Men aren't
that
supposed
assume
to
what
be
my
taking things
argument
in the
is? Just
ass.
ask me.
well, that's
My
the argument
argument
you
is
made.
that it's about what the man
Gay
likes.
as
It's not
hell.
about what is being
What about men
You
stimulated.
know
sucking
what?
dick?
Otherwise, that
Listen,
stop
it's
speaking
not
over people,
impossible.
Ashley.
Hold on, Neoblade. It is not impossible for a straight guy to
You
like
didn't
it up
even
the
listen
butt.
to what I said,
Hello?
right?
It's not
What
It's
if he
impossible.
not.
sucks on the
You didn't
strap
even
on
listen
too?
to
That
my
means he's
argument. How can you
gay.
respond to something you didn't listen to?
You're not
Well,
Gay.
let's
listening to
listen
any
to
of
it.
us. Why should
Okay,
I have the right to listen to you? Come
Because
on,
you
double
keep
let's
on
all
standards.
pause,
interrupting me every
guys.
single time.
Okay, guys, let's try this, okay? Because Holly stepped away and given me the power. So here's what I'm gonna do. We're gonna have like
I'm a moderator too.
conversation. He said that I'm in
Wait,
charge. He
you're
said that
a
in the
moderator,
chat.
Ashley?
I don't know how you're a moderator if you're a
That's
moderator. I'll
scary.
have a talk with him about that. That's insane.
Yeah, no.
But we're gonna have a
Why?
conversation with
I'm
like
the most
because you have
rational
no
person on this
decorum.
panel.
You think
No,
you're a
you're
female and you
not.
have no decorum. You're not capable of letting someone speak at all. You constantly interrupt everyone, even when we try to have a cordial conversation. So let's listen to Neoblade and let them say what they want to say and not interrupt. We could go one at a time. Let's try it.
Testosterone. Who said that?
Thank you, Chance. Sorry. What's your name?
My name is Ari, or you can call me the transphobic historian. Ari is shorter.
Okay, thank you. So the reason why I think a woman who is female pegging a man who is male is gay is because it's about what the man likes. It's not really about what is being stimulated. He likes the feeling from it behind, and I think that is gay or bi at least. Because like it's like you want it from the back, you're being submissive, that is gay. And I'm not, well, I am pro-trans, and what I'm saying is not homophobic or biphobic. It just is how it is. The woman can give it to him, yeah, but she will never be able to give it to him like a man gives it to him, and that will be eventually what he wants. He will want it like very hard, and he will want it from a man because a man can do it the best. That's
I
the
would say
truth.
that all of this, I would say that everything you just said is actually incredibly homophobic because gay is homosexual and gay is a word for gay men. Homosexual is same-sex attraction. So a female engaging with a male, regardless of how whatever it's replicating and how you feel about that personally as an individual, is not a homosexual act. Okay, and this idea that that man is then going to want more and more and that somehow they're going to
It's
lead to
gay,
having sex
dude.
with men, that was a pretty homophobic statement. There are a lot of men who get pegged by their wives and they're 100% heterosexual. They're only attracted to females and they've done that for a long time and never wanted a male. In fact, the market for strap-ons, believe it or not, is not driven by lesbians. It's driven by heterosexual men getting pegged by their wives. That's the
That's
primary
disgusting.
purchaser of strap-ons.
Ari,
True.
like,
There's market data behind that. It's 70% of strap-on purchases.
Ari, the
Lesbians
woman
are less
can
than
do.
1% of the population, and not all lesbians even like dildos, so they don't even all use
Ari, the
those, let
woman
alone
can give it to him,
strap-ons.
yeah, but the man will eventually want another man because though the woman is giving it to him with a strap on, he will want it harder, he will want it better because that's what he likes, yeah. And a
Why will
man
he
can do
want
it
it with a
better
man?
than a woman.
If he's
He
not
just can.
attracted to men, he's not going to let a man do anything with him.
It's about what he wants.
Real quick, do you want Bryce Cedarson up here or whatever?
Yeah, we could bring another person up.
Yeah, I think they may have. No, they haven't left. Okay, I'm gonna let them up.
It's about what he wants.
Hi, can we get your age, please, and your opinion on the prompt?
58.
Opinion on the prompt?
It's silly to think that just because a man likes to be pegged, that makes him a homosexual. Come on, give me a break. How you have sex has nothing to do with if you're homosexual or straight, has nothing to do with it. Just
Oh,
because a
thank
man
God.
might like to be, just because a
Now we
man
have
might like to
no
be,
people against us.
just because a
agree
man
with
likes
you.
to be, just because a man likes to be stimulated in that way doesn't mean he's a homosexual.
Mm-hmm. See,
I agree.
I don't. Say what?
I said I agree. Go ahead. Sorry.
Oh, no, you're fine. I was gonna say, I don't get how everyone is like this way nowadays. It's so weird. Also, what do people try to say somebody is not trans because they're transsexual instead of transgender?
Oh, I don't know. I'm not trans because I say I'm not trans and I don't have a trans identity.
Okay, then what would are you not okay?
I'm an ideologically assisted ladyboy. Haven't you seen my tank top?
Yeah, no, I get that, but like what am I supposed to say over here actively transitioning?
Well, I don't know. I really think that if you were going to do right by yourself, then you would go and try to get into a gender critical therapist, especially knowing that you have trauma, that the system of medicalization that exists nowadays doesn't actually do any critical questioning. And like you are participating in something that's going to shorten your lifespan and has a lot of health impacts. I think if you were going to be intellectually honest, then you would, at the very least, while you're modifying your body, go in to see a gender critical therapist who's willing to work you through that with the context that it might be backing a lot of your body dysmorphia. Because if you could treat that with therapy and not mutilate your dick, wouldn't that be nice?
Yes, transphobic. I am very much open to them. Like, I don't actually allow myself to deal with the normal TRA type therapists because they're so stupid.
They are. They're
Like,
really stupid.
I literally be saying the most traumatic shit, and they're like, perfectly normal.
Yeah, but that didn't contribute to any of this, you know.
I'm like, bro, I made war vets freak out over that. You're calling me this normal in the trans population? That's concerning.
Yeah, I've got like a tank top that I had made that has like a broken mirror, and it says ideologically assisted ladyboy.
Okay, if I get the surgery and everything, I'm gonna get a shirt that says my manhood is more than the balls I had, and it's gonna have a truck driving away with two balls, or not, two nuts. You know the hitches, how they have those little.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and it's gonna have tracks driving away. It's gonna be a black shirt with the white text in the truck.
You are wild.
It's gonna be priceless, and I'm gonna go to a bar, and then whenever a guy comes to ask, I'm gonna say, I don't know about you, but I'm a cis man. Where are you, a trans man?
We don't use that word. We don't use that word.
I'm so sorry.
It's okay. See, and he put this prompt up
It was a
here because
meme,
he knew
though.
that this is one that I like to at least use to tease people. But I would have rather had the fish prompt. Holly, put the fish prompt up.
You know it was a joke, though, right?
Mm-hmm. No, you're good. I wish I had the fish prompt. Maybe I should just host one myself because now I can't change the prompt. Have you seen the fish prompt with the fish sewing the skin suit?
I don't think I have.
Oh my
He
God,
shows
did he
me all
stop
his
doing
prompts, but
it?
He has not showed this.
Okay, there's
Is
one
it
I
older?
have that's got a yeah, well, he got a lot of complaints from women because it's misogynistic. But
Really?
it's a humanoid fish sewing a skin suit, and the skin suit's on a mannequin and has a belt that says man. And then like the text is like at some point it says you're giving fish still. It's like real bitchy.
That's actually kind of funny. Oh
It
my
was
gosh, there's a
pretty
train. I'm gonna mute
funny.
up.
Oh my God. Holly, come back. Change the prompt.
So, like, what type of questions really helped
Bugged
you?
him.
Also, how bad was your dysphoria before? I know you transitioned all the way, so it wasn't your traditional, oh, I think I'm just a woman today. You know how some people are and they never get the surgery? I'm like, bro, if you're gonna transition, go all the way.
It was, how do I describe it? Well, I had nothing, and I had a lot of seizures, and I didn't know the seizures were making everything, or the estrogen was making everything worse because the doctors didn't tell me. And I was homeless and starving for over a decade and a half, and I dragged myself across the country from Virginia to Michigan to Washington State, and I left Michigan to Washington State around 2016. Already had an orchiectomy that I got black market because they told me that Spiro had damaged my liver when I was like 23 or 24, and that I like couldn't be on Spiro, but I couldn't be on monotherapy. And so I had to have like some kind of bottom surgery, but they wouldn't do bottom surgery on me because I was an epileptic. So I was basically put in this position to like detransition or like have like a black market orchiectomy, basically. So I had a black market orchiectomy because I thought that detransition would mean unaliving. And then I continued to travel across the country until I got to Washington. I got to Washington around 2016. I was a homeless, disabled, crossy living living on disability with no connections though, so it was pretty rough. And I didn't have my hormones for a little bit, but then like I was really sick and I ended up going into this Catholic healthcare center, and they like continued my old prescription from Michigan because like I didn't have balls. And so like that they like really came in clutch actually. That was like in 2016. And then I came
The
out
Catholics were
here
fine with you
and
transitioning?
well, it was like, so like the balls were already removed. So at that point, it was like I needed something. And like they were just going to give me something because my health was deteriorating quickly. And then, like, when I got out here, I put my seizures into remission with Rick Simpson's oil and like went back to work, well, went to work and got my whole life together, went to school. Also, I could finish transitioning and cut my genitals off. And then I did. So I would say that like my body dysmorphia was pretty bad. It was like really, really
Mhm.
bad. I lived a life that was very depressed and miserable, and I very much blamed what was going on with my body and how I felt on gender and trans. And I traveled across the country, dragging myself along by the skin of my teeth, starving and homeless, until I could
Mhm.
tear my body apart enough to realize that it wasn't the solution to my problem.
I get the homeless part just slightly because whenever I was in high school, I went 6 months during winter, freaking winter, living in a hole in a tree because I would not go home because home was so traumatic.
Yeah. Yeah, I used to run away from home too.
Yeah.
Sorry you
I-
went through that.
oh no, that's just girl.
Did
I'm
you
gonna
have
tell
any
you
like
straight up.
did you have any like friends that you could like run away to, or like so who could
No, I
stash
literally
like your
lived in a
clothes and stuff
tree.
when
I
you
lived
got
in a
away?
tree with a hammock, and I lived in a
Oh my
hole during
God.
winter whenever it was freaking snowing. I don't know how it snowed in Texas, but it was snowing, and it was so sucky. But I was fine because, lucky for me, I grew up in a high control group, which taught me how to survive, even though at the same time it's very traumatic. But I got the best out of it
Yeah.
because, like, I don't
I
know.
grew
I
up on the Great Dismal Swamp. It's a completely different climate, no snow or anything, but lots
Well,
of
I grew up in
snakes.
Texas. Normally there is no snow, but like it snowed for like a week. That was the worst. I literally lived in a hole. Like I dug a hole because I was freezing and thinking I was gonna unalive from the cold, and then I jumped in the hole and I slept in the hole. And then I went to school the next day.
Oh wow.
You would not believe the things I heard though whenever I was sleeping in a tree. Because there'd be people walking on the walking trail at like 1 a.m.
That's wild.
Yeah, but no, I don't know what made me this way. And also, you said something earlier that I was interested about. You said a stage 6. Explain.
Oh, the Harry Benjamin standard was, I think, like a little bit better than what we have now.
Explain that to me if you would.
It's a standard prior to like trans advocacy changing things with WPATH. There was like different levels of transvestites to transsexuals, and type 6s were very unstable and unalivey and mutilated and stuff. They were the only ones that were like that in the 50s. So like back in the day, they didn't tell people to like, oh, everybody who feels this way is going to hurt themselves. Back then, they knew it was only like the most severe cases of mentally unwell men who were, prone to suffering from that.
See,
They were
here's
called
the thing
type
though.
6.
I would never unalive over it because I have too much reason to be alive.
You might
But
if
I
you
would
get
do
into
my own
that
surgery.
manic body. You might if you get into that manic body mutilation episode. I don't know how thorough
I've
you are
had
going to
some
be with
pretty crazy
that.
episodes transphobic, and I do get very, very, very suicidal. But at the same time, I have a very strong will that grew up with a lot of things happening. And whenever I reach the point of being suicidal, my identity will override and I'll still switch.
Wait, do you have like some kind of mental
Dissociative
health?
disorder, yes.
Do you
But I'm not
actually
claiming,
though? Because
don't go into that. I don't identify with that in any sort of way. I hate the idea of it, and I do not like how it's described.
yeah, there's a bunch of people on social media claiming to have like dissociative
I don't
disorders all the time, and it's
I don't
gotten
claim
really
that. I claim
cringe.
that I overcame it because it doesn't just happen anymore. But at the same
Hmm.
time, I'm not like whenever I do reach certain states, I will just like completely yeah.
Yeah, the
But
thing
most of us
about
stopped after the church after the church exorcised me and then tried to stone me.
You know, this is the thing though. I have the opposite experience with the church because like I was raised in a family that was very abusive and they took me away from the church when I was younger.
I also had an abusive
And
family in some
like
ways.
I wasn't in the church when I was younger. I was supposed to like most of my family's Catholic. And so like I was actually like I had a very conflicted relationship with God and with religion through most of my life.
I actually
But
posted
the
a song
Catholics,
recently on
they
my.
they they like take care of everybody. Like they will,
Do they?
Catholic hospitals will treat, they treated AIDS patients that no other hospitals would treat during the AIDS epidemic. And this is kind of how
That's actually kind of
Catholics
cool.
are. They're
Maybe I should be
very
Catholic.
faithful and dedicated towards helping the sick and the poor. And that's actually why I originally ended up on the left, was because I had those values of like really caring about the sick and the poor. And our healthcare system is really broken in America, and the way we treat disabled Americans is really broken. But like I just wanted to bring that up, that like how different um, Catholic hospitals could be, and like
Hmm.
how different Catholicism can be, because um, I did have a completely different experience because like, well, yes,
You
no,
know, it
Catholics that
pissed me off so
fundamentally see me
much.
being a homosexual as a sin and transitioning as wrong. But
Mhm.
when approached with like when what they are lumped with, like the situation they're given is a disabled homeless male in trans identification, who's poor, suffering, has really bad health. They don't know what to do. Like the dosage that I was on was like honestly bad for me too. They ended up putting me on a low dose patch that stabilized my endocrine system and let
Mhm.
me like get my seizures under control. They actually got me healthier than I had ever been, while like just like not, because like you can't be on nothing when you have your gonads removed.
Yeah, no,
And
I
like
know.
depending on your health, having testosterone, because like then without your gonads it doesn't regulate testosterone without gonads. And so it's kind of a roller coaster. It's really damaging to your health, and if you have fragile health it can make it a lot worse. So like they put me on this low dose of
Do we
estrogen,
want to accept
and
low?
yeah, sure. That's what worked for me. But I don't know, like
So, what are you
they
trying to
really
get
did
with that?
like
Are you
kind of pull.
saying that I should give the church more empathy?
I'm saying that like I think that with any demographic there's always going to be abuse, and that
Mm-hmm.
humans are
No, I
humans and
agree.
we're fundamentally flawed. But
I
I wouldn't prefacingly judge like all like
Yeah,
Christians
no,
based
no. I
on like
don't
an
judge all
experience with a
Christians.
church, or
I don't
like
judge
I
all
yes,
Christians,
I
but
wouldn't do that in any direction, to be honest,
yeah,
like along
um,
race or religion or anything.
what I was gonna say is I don't judge Christians or something like that. Like most of my friends are conservative Christians. However, at the same time, I'm not the person who really will walk into church anymore hardly. I will sometimes with friends, but like, bro, the church literally tried to unalive me multiple times. And I grew up in a high control group, which was following like I don't know what the world we follow. They said they're Christian, then they have Hermetic beliefs at the same time, and then they'd be like, you need to be a soldier, and this is how you do that. I'm like, bro, what even are we? But yeah.
I don't know. I tend to hang out around the rock concert Christians, to be honest.
The rock concert Christians? Oh my
Yeah,
god,
that's what I call it. I like the churches. I like the churches where you go in and there's a rock concert. Look, okay, one of my favorite churches, Pursuit, it's literally a rock concert every Sunday before the sermon, and I live for it.
You gotta tell me
It's
where
so
that's at, because I
great.
got a friend who would love to go there. They love to go to Christian rock concerts and do the what do you call it? The mosh pit.
The Pursuit reminded me that when I was a teenager, I liked a lot of Christian rock bands like POD and Cradle of Filth, or
Yeah.
not great, was it? Was it good?
Halo, can I please get your age so you can jump on in too?
Yeah, I'm 27.
Okay, and is there anything you want to jump in here with? We're kind of just talking.
Yeah, that was it. I know. Good time.
Transphobic, I'm about to mute you.
She had them chips on deck. No. A woman pegging a man. I feel like that's kind of like a fetish, a kink thing. I don't know. That's kind of strange.
Who is this Yawa who was trying to request and they canceled? I don't know. If they want to come up, I'd love to talk to them. They sound like an interesting person.
Was it YWA?
Yeah.
Wait,
Yep.
did it end with a W, or it was probably You Will Never Be a Woman, and it was probably
that's
it was
fine.
probably the acronym for that, so it's probably a GC looking for trans people to but then they listened and realized, or something.
Oh, I got you.
Yeah.
This guy's name, though, I know. Okay, you wanna know a crazy thing? I
What?
freaking have I Follow Yahweh scarred onto my chest.
So, Yahweh?
Yeah, I have that scarred on my chest.
Why?
Because of where I grew up.
Wow, that's
I also have scars on my
In a
hands
cult?
that are less visible. Yeah, I grew up in a cult. I also have scars on my hands that are less visible, which on my left hand it said, "Only now is, remember sight." On my right hand it said, "Be truth, be aware."
What cult?
What cult? I don't even know exactly what our names were. We were just called Warriors of God, and we were pretty much like soldiers with a religion, and we did rituals and stuff. It was weird.
Yeah, God would never.
We were also, you know how cults are typically you have to stay here and you're born into it? No, we actually were sent home, and we had a school life, a home life, and I had very helicopter parents. Yet I somehow ended up in a cult. Wild thing. Sorry, you're saying?
Is this an internet cult?
Oh no, it was in person. So I had a
kids?
friend. I had a close friend.
Wait, of
and-
kids or of adults?
Okay, so there was kids and there was adults. There wasn't a lot of adults. It was mostly kids, and it was.
But your parents
definitely
weren't in the
not a-
cult?
No, my parents were not in the cult. We all had okay, so the adults had us do. We underwent a whole bunch of different
Who
things.
scarred you?
Say what? Oh, who scarred me? So that's kind of mixed. It was very much promoted to scar myself
No, who
as a
put that?
sign of devotion.
Who put that on your body though?
So very directly, it's going to be me. But it's going to come down to pressures and everything else. It wasn't I just wanted to scar my body.
Yeah,
Either does that make
I
sense?
feel like it's extremely cultish. God would never, ever.
No, I didn't say that is God.
Yeah,
I would never claim that to be God. That was freaking crazy.
yeah, that's crazy. Like God,
I call
I
them
don't know, like,
halluc-
that's just
I call them
wild.
crazies. They were like ridiculous. Now that said, don't get me wrong. I would like unalive for my brothers and sisters that were in that. Just like I'm not friends with them necessarily anymore, but being what we went through together, oh my gosh, I would do anything for those people.
Yeah, because you're put through so much like trauma, you kind of like feel like you have the need to do that. But godly, that's crazy.
It
That's
also pissed me off on TikTok because I found people pretending to be in a cult and they were talking about some of the stuff that we used to do, more of the specifics, which I am not going to get into. And I was like freaking out. I actually called our old emergency line from wherever we got out and everything. And I was trying to get everyone ready for if we needed to intervene. And they're like, I figure out later, because something didn't line up right, that it was them playing around. And I'm like, bro, you can't play around like you're in a cult.
yeah, that's pretty messed up.
Because, like, when there's ex-cult members over here, we're prepping to get you out for your
Okay.
safety. And you're just
I think I'm
playing.
gonna shut it down, guys, for me.
Yeah, I
I'm
got
gonna
you.
head out.
Then I guess we should